Yo, we're live on YouTube too. Poggers, so the creamer, yeah. Granblue might be on the burner come 27. Listen, man, whatever you are the most hyped for, man. So, you know, surely we get an id trailer. Sure. I mean, I would expect id later this month, I think, right? Like, when was, like, if we assume it's gonna be a similar gap between them, when was Ilsa 2.50 patch notes? Talcon has me hyped. I got Invincible Versus is out now, right? Yeah, Ilsa was February 8th. Like, assuming about 3 months between DLC characters, I mean, id should be sure. Like, if it's gonna be a similar timeline, I would expect id in a week or two, right? So, I mean, Evo Japan is a great time to do it. I don't know, right? I don't think I'm, like, super confident that we're getting any kind of announcement. But I would think, right? The past has told us, like, if we, you know, like, the past has told us that we should expect, again, it should be soon, I think. It's been about 3 months between every DLC. Like, if we go, when was, what's her fucking face? Meg was before this, right? Oh yeah, because 2.4 was Super Ultimate and shit. Yeah, right? Meg was October 13th. 3 months later, right? Ilsa is February 8th. Meg and Willness came out only 2 months apart, I think. Meg and Willness actually came out very close together. It was not normal. Yeah, Willness was August 12th, yeah. Meg and Willness are only 2 months apart, but that's like not normal, right? Oh no, here, August 3rd, yeah. They were 2 months apart. But like, 3 months is, well, this late. How did your exam go, Brickman? Unfortunately, I failed by 1%. A passing grade is a 70. I got a 69. I got kind of jump scared by the scope. Because the thing, so the certification, basically, think about it as like, if anyone knows what the fuck Microsoft Fabric is, but I didn't hear about it until I started this job. But it's like this big, like, platform as a service thing that Microsoft does. And there's, like, all of these different, like, little tools and things and, like, you know, platforms within platforms and shit like that. And the scope is kind of the whole thing. Not super deep into anything, but, like, very shallow and very wide, right? So it was kind of hard to tell what they were going to focus on more and what they were not going to focus on as much, right? Because in their study guide, it just says everything is, like, equally represented. So I just kind of looked at what practice tests were saying. I looked at what people were saying online. And I dove into, like, one particular aspect. I studied everything. But there was, like, some stuff that I was super prepared for. And some stuff that I was, like, I had a decent understanding, right? But, like, it wasn't my main thing. The stuff I super prepared for, 50 questions, 2 of them on the shit that I was really into. The stuff that I didn't prepare for, half the test. So I kind of got jumped a little bit. With that in mind, I'm very happy that I still almost passed, right? I have spite rescheduled it because I'm very, if I'd gotten like a 40, then I would have been happier, honestly. The fact that I failed by exactly 1%, I have now spite rescheduled it for Monday at 2 p.m. This Monday, 48 hours from now almost, right? Or I guess 72 hours from now. Well, 60 hours from now, something like that. I think, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm gonna make an announcement about this on the channel and in the server tomorrow. But basically, just because it would really fucking suck to fail twice. By the way, one of the other reasons I failed, it's an open book exam, and you have access to, like, Microsoft's documentation the entire time. Holy fuck, man. No wonder nobody uses Bing. It is the worst dog shit. It's not Bing, but it's like another internal search engine for this, like, wiki that they have for all of their shit. It's everything Microsoft makes, so it's really wide, right? So you can't just, like, scroll through it. You need to search and find the things you're looking for. And it's like, it is the worst dog shit I've ever fucking used. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The search function doesn't work. During the test, I was like, I wonder if they did this on purpose to make the tests harder. It felt like it was so bad. Like, I would type in Fabric, which is like the platform, KQL, which is like a language database, right? And that'd be like the search that I did. And the result I would get would be for a different platform besides Fabric, for a different language besides KQL, and for a different item besides a database. Like, it would be fucking, like, Azure SQL storage accounts or something like that. It just doesn't fucking work, man. But Microsoft sucks to use at every level, yes. We'll say out of Geef, and actually I have some fun stuff with Geef as well. A friend of mine, before I TPK'd them in the Pathfinder session today, she gave me some gifts that I really appreciate, which we'll talk about. Really quick. Bad news, good news. I really want to pass the second time around for multiple reasons, right? So, I'm probably not going to put any videos out or stream Saturday and Sunday, okay? I'm going full. I'm not going to talk to anyone. My friend usually comes over Saturdays after stream. I'm not going to do that. I am fully, like, retreating into my shell, right? I'm fully retreating into my shell for the weekend. But the good news is that I am, for a while, I've been looking for the motivation. I've been really sick of the content and the channel and the stream and everything taking a backseat to this job, right? It kind of naturally happened because I was adjusting to the new job. I was worried about getting fired, and I want to move out soon, right? So I wanted to make sure that I could actually get past my probation period, have a consistent income, settle my feet, things like this. I've felt more settled at the job for a few weeks now, so I've been looking for the motivation to just go full on, fuck it, 2 full-time jobs. If you haven't noticed, I'm very much like a part-time streamer right now, right? Like I'm, you know, if I'm just like tired or if I didn't get a good enough sleep, I'm like skipping stream. I've been putting out like 1 video a day instead of 3 videos a day. I'm not doing those like extra videos on Mondays where we had like, you know, some of the higher effort stuff like the guide and the, you know, more even, not even higher effort, but even just like more YouTube-y stuff, like the what your main says about you, the VTuber reaction, the guides, the TOD video, the corner carry video, things like this, right? I haven't been doing any of that. I'm not putting out any shorts. And did I mention I'm doing 1 video a day instead of 3, right? Like the Oppenheimer of rock gooting streams. Yeah. The shorts to do numbers, Trust King. Yeah. So I think what I want to do is I'm taking almost like a little vacation, 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, no videos, no streams, giga lock in on studying, right? Crush the exam on Monday, inshallah. And then I'm going straight up 2 full-time jobs. Now, obviously, I'm going to keep working my regular job, and I'm going to make sure that doesn't suffer, but I'm just 40 hours a week. Like, we're going back to 3 videos, starting probably Tuesday, because Monday I'm going to be studying and writing the test in, like, the morning to afternoon. But starting Tuesday, probably, we're talking 3 videos a day again, shorts again, an extra video every Monday and Wednesday. Monday, like, a more high-effort / like, content-y Granblue video, and Wednesday, I think I want to do Uma Musume videos. That's when I stream Uma as well. I want to do some more Uma Musume videos, try and get some traction on that, too, because I just really like yapping about that game. 3 videos a day, a short at least once a day, probably. Streams, actually long again. Don't miss streams unless there's a fucking emergency, right? Like unless like I genuinely like I need to like you know, unless there's an emergency, do the streams. I don't care if I'm tired. I don't care if I'm lazy. I don't care if work is busy. Right? And stream for like 4 hours again because I used to stream from like 5 to 9. Now it's more like 6 to 8:30 a lot of the time. I think I want to go back probably like 5:30 to like 9:30 or something like that. To be honest, Rowan, however, do take care not to burn yourself out. It's okay. This is not a decision I've made lightly. This is something I've wanted. I'm very passionate about this. I like my job. Well, as far as jobs go, this is the best job I've had, right? But my dream, the thing I'm passionate about, the thing, if I could choose, that I would want to do for the rest of my life is this, not being a data engineer, right? It's cool. I like the people I work with, right? They're fun. Like, they're nice people. Genuinely, for the first time in my professional career, I like the people that I work with. I actually have some amount of respect for them and, like, some amount of loyalty to them. Like, I want them to succeed, right? And I want to be a part of that. It's a small team, and I actually feel connected to them a little bit in, like, almost like that way that, like, most companies try to sell to you, and, like, it's just complete bullshit. I do actually like the people I work with, and I want them to do well. But that doesn't change the fact that at the end of the day, my dreams, my passions, it lies here, right? And this stuff, when I'm doing this, I'm streaming right now. I've been studying. I didn't get good sleep. I failed my test. The Pathfinder session was very fun. But I'm just here. I like doing this. I don't even stream on Fridays normally. I'm very happy and excited to be watching Evo Japan right now. So I appreciate the concern, but don't worry, I'm not going to burn myself out. I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to keep Fridays very sacred. I'm going to work really hard 6 days a week. I'm not going to do anything besides go to work on Friday and work. If you've ever been in like a corporate environment, work on Fridays not really work, right? Work on Fridays not work. Nobody fucking does anything. Like, you work maybe 1 or 2 hours and then you jerk off, especially when you're working from home, right? How'd that whole TPK play out? Well, we're gonna say how to GIF, and I have some daughters. We'll say how to GIF Hugo and my daughters, possibly. But yeah. So don't worry. I appreciate it, but I don't think I'm not gonna burn out. I think I am going to be working like 80 hours a week, but 40 of it is not work, really, right? Anyway, hope that makes sense. I'm gonna put an announcement out about that tomorrow. Probably sometime like after I wake up. So, you know, look forward to that. Let's say hi to GIF. Check this out while we're waiting for the top 8 to start. Let's say hi to Zangief. Oh, I'm like all the way down here. What the fuck? Hold. That looks more normal, right? I move my monitor around when I'm playing Pathfinder, so like the alignment all gets fucked up, especially here in person. because I have to like rotate my monitor so they can't obviously see. Like I don't have a DM screen, but I can just rotate my monitor so they can't see it. Hey, Break, O'Hara. All right, check this out. Say hi to Geef. You know Geef. Geef. I mean, he's the OG, right? That's my son. He's a reasonable man. He wishes his father the best. In his streaming and working and studying endeavors. I fuck with him heavily, right? And then, of course, you're all familiar with Hugo as well, right? Hugo, also my son. We don't have to see Hugo. Hey! He might be unhinged. My man wants to yap in the microphone to a bunch of like-minded people. It's true. It's really fun, man. He might be unhinged, but he's still my son, okay? So respect him. Hugo, he's my son. He's a little weirder, for sure. He thinks I should just not study and quit my job and go full-time content creation right now. I have told him that if that happens, we're going to be homeless. So maybe one day, but certainly it's a horrible idea right now. But I think it's coming from, at the end of the day, it's coming from a place where he believes in me. He just doesn't really have like a risk-reward system in his brain yet. You know, it hasn't fully developed. So I appreciate it, but I don't think I'm going to follow that advice. And this is to go even further beyond, ogre-genuinely further beyond. Check this shit out. It was my birthday a month ago, and I've not seen this friend in person forever, but she's really good at finding merch online. So I told her to get some stuff for me, and we just now, because we had that Pathfinder session just now, she was finally able to give me my birthday gift. Check this out. It's my daughter. Look. It's a little ogre plush. It's fucking ogre Cap, man. He's such a little guy. And get this, and that's not it. That's not all. Oh, you thought it was just one? This is the biggest one. Check this out. There are fucking 3 more. There's a little tiny one that's like laying down. Look at her, isn't she adorable? And there's an even tinier one. There's an even tinier one in her little racing outfit. Look at her. She's so cute. And then there's an even tinier one that's in the tracksuit and she's fat. Isn't that fucking adorable? She got me 4 ogres, man. She got me 4 fucking ogres. I feel so loved. I feel so loved and cared for, man. That shit is so good. So now I have Geef, Hugo, and 4 fucking daughters. At a certain point, I gotta get a tax break for this shit, right? What the heck is happening? Evo Japan top 8, brother. But also we were showing off some of the ogres. I'm not gonna do this. They always fucking DMCA. 4 ogres? That's what I'm saying. Rick's wallet is cooked. I spent $0 on them. They were a gift. My friend bought me all 4. Isn't that awesome? I spent all of $0. What's an ogre? This is an ogre. It's ogre Cap. She is my actual Horsian human daughter, and I love her. Nier made it into top 8, secretly top tier again. Second ogre looks perfectly sized to sit at a desk. That's true, actually, and she does lay down too. It is probably designed for that. Big see the new Melty Blood trailer. It's a Rising update. What do you mean by this? Oh, like it's like Melty Blood Fantasy Versus Rising. I meant when they're hungry. Oh, true. Wait, that's actually true. Wait, what does the top 8 look like? Let's take a look. Evo Japan, GBVSR, Start GG. Melty Blood Twi Lumino. So true. Here it is. Finals. What is our top 8? Gamera. That's the new name. Honestly, that's not that hard. It could be worse. It could be the Undernight names. I'm just gonna hold her here. Who is this? Does anyone? Is this? That's not Osakana. That's not the fish kanji. Can anyone fucking read this? Who is that? Copy to English. Wait, you have 4 ogres like the 4 horsemen? Oh my god. What the fuck is in your lap, Brick? Oh, Kasa Usagi. Umbrella Rabbit. That's really funny. What the fuck's in your lap? It's my daughter. Look. Isn't she cute? I have 4 of them. This is the biggest one, but I have 3 others. Isn't she so cute, man? I love her very much. 4 horsemen, and they're all just gluttony. They're not even normally named after the sins like that, but yeah, they're all the opposite. Like, they're all famine because they caused the famine by eating all the food. It's true. Okay, so that's Kasa Usagi. Didn't Fuse get top with Voss and Days' character was bad. I figure some players are just cracked even with restraints. I suppose. And then there's Jing. Stop having so many children with different parents. It's haram. Check the new Melty Blood trailer. It's only 20 seconds. Sure. Is Jing the Nier? Shosan is Zeta. Who's Jing? Who does Jing? Is Jing the Nier? I'm not actually familiar with Jing. Zangief Dream is Cagliostro, obviously. Shio is Lowain, presumably. That's me. You? Mifu? Mifu Asu? This is Asu? Right? Asu? This is me. This is Asu. This is like Fu? Who is this? Miraisu. Ah, okay. Miraisu, gotcha. Mirayasu. Who do they play? And then this is hold on. This is, don't tell me. This is this is no Kino. Right? This is no Kino. Hinokino? Hinokino something? When does the combat start? Soon. Right? This is Hinokino something, right? Can anyone read this shit? Who does Hinokino's the Nier? Ah, okay. Who does Miraisu play? So Gamera is hard to pin down. Gamera is probably Hinokino. Is this last thing not like a there's no pronunciation here? Because this by itself is Hinokino. Hinokinobu. Ah, okay. Hinokinobu. Hinokinobu on Nier. Miraisu on Seox, we're saying? Are we saying Seox? Rather have a better chance of reading my plate of spaghetti that I do that. The hiragana I can kind of remember, but that, at the end there, that is not hiragana. So, Hinokinobu is Nier. Miraisu is Seox, we saying? Shio is Lowain, obviously. Zangief Dream is Cagliostro. Shosan is Zeta. Jing is Cat, someone said. Jing is Cat. Gamera's hard. Ilsa? Okay, I was guessing. Gamera plays Ilsa. He played Meg before. He plays Cheetah sometimes still. Beatrix. But yeah, looks like Ilsa. Okay. Gamera's on Ilsa. And then Kasa Usagi, I assume, is still just on Fairy, right? But we'll see. I would assume so. So, is this 8 different characters in top 8 again? Right? I guess so. I mean, yes. Again, is it mostly the Hateful Eight? Yeah, right. Ilsa, not really. But if you're talking about, like, Fairy, and then Zeta's not in there. That's true. Cat's not in there. Zeta's pretty close, but Cat's not in there, right? Cagliostro, Lowain. Yeah, it's actually, you know what? This is one of the most diverse top 8s we've ever had in terms of characters that are not just the 8 best characters in the game either, right? Seox isn't up there, I don't think. Nier obviously is not up there either. It's not. I'm actually really excited. Zeta that goated. Zeta's really good. That no one fucking cares to play her ever, but especially after her buffs, she's quite strong. No. She's not. But I said she's not that close. I shouldn't pretend that she's like right there with like Cagliostro or something, but you know. Hinokinobu. Gotcha. Howdy y'all, Okon. Top 8 should start soon-ish here, I think. Time for you to do it then, Brick. So true. I'm super excited to watch Hinokinobu, I think. You already did Voss and Eustace, might as well finish the other society members. True. Apparently Zeta got a major buff on Relink during the beta. Her parry is frame 1 now. Oh, I don't even know. My player even finally got GM last season. Zeta? Yeah. I know you play Zeta, Telex. I fought you on Zeta quite a lot. Quite the spread. It's neat. Yeah, 8 different characters, and it's not just the Hateful Eight. It's actually mostly not the Hateful Eight, right? They gotta count Fairy as member of the Hateful Eight. We're gonna count Kag and Lowain as member of the Hateful Eight. That's it. It's 3 Hateful Eight members and 5 non-Hateful Eight members. So we actually take that. That's really nice representation. Hinokinobu won a lot of rounds doing nothing. It was so funny. I am so excited to see how they do it. Because, keep in mind, Nier is not a character that, like, she's not, like, it's not like she's so bad she literally can't win. And she has win conditions. She is strong, like, she at least has strong enough strengths that if things go her way, she can just murder you. But even still, Nier is one of the 2 characters in this game where I am a little surprised to see her in the top 8 of like, a super major like this, right? Nier is weak enough that I'm surprised seeing her in like this far into such a stacked tournament. So like I show me something, please. Hinokinobu, show me some shit. Show me that this Nier character is underrated and that EX Jita is alone in bottom tier. Oh yeah, let's watch the Melty. People want to watch the Melty trailer. It's a good sign of balance. Granblue is still, like, could things be better? Yeah, but Granblue is very balanced. Melty, Twi, like, Granblue is one of the more balanced fighting games that we've got right now. Melty Blood, Twi, Lumina teaser? Is this, I presume? Hold on, take me to YouTube. He's goated. I'm excited to see it, man. I always love to see people just cook up on, like, unexpected characters. I like, even the top tiers, I like watching the top tier, you know? Like, I like watching Zangief's Dream rip people apart with Cagliostro, but it does just hit a little different when someone is beating the best players in the world with, like, what is still, in my opinion, like, the second, at best, the second worst character in the game, right? I was at 2x for a second. The Moonlight Mania enters the stage. Soft Circle French bread! A new phase begins. I don't know who that is. I assume people saw her and pogged up. I assume people saw her and were like, what? It's her! But I don't know who that is. I don't know. She looks cool.
Melty Blood Rising.
Early 2027. I see, yeah, so that's why people are saying it's Rising, right? Because, yeah, it's just like... Len? Gotcha. I've heard that name. I have heard that name. You're saying this is, yeah, like, this is Melty Blood, Type Lumina is back and better than ever, refined. Okay, so this is Rising. Like, this is not an entirely... Like, this is Melty Blood Fantasy versus Rising, yeah? Basically? I mean, Rising and Vanilla are pretty different games still, but yeah, it's not quite like a complete new... it's not like a completely new game, right? It's not gonna feel... I mean, that's nice. If you already fucked with Type Lumina. I mean, hopefully... I know a lot of people... really liked Vanilla and didn't like Rising as much. So I guess I hope that there's not as much conflict here. But you know, hopefully, if you really liked Type Lumina, you know, it's just more Lumina, more better. Hopefully. The huge fight years ago on her name being Ren or Len. Makes sense, right? It's a Japanese thing where, like, they don't have, like, a specific R or L sound. Like, it kind of just, like, ra. So, like, transliterating to English is always a real pain. Melty lives, but no Ryogi equals no buy. Is the roster not the same? I assume, like, are you saying, is Ryogi like a DLC you wanted who wasn't announced? Right? Or is the roster different? That's crazy. If the roster isn't just the same plus this Len lady, then that's crazy. No, I want Satsuki. She's not there. Okay. I mean, you know, there should be at least a few more season passes, right? There should be at least a few more season passes of Melty. So, you know, maybe hopefully you'll get your character, whoever it is you want. I hope they get in, and I hope they're cool. And I hope people don't hate them immediately on release because they're, like, broken or something. Or if that's the kind of thing that, like, really gets you fucking hard, if that's the thing that gets you really fucking wet and hard, then I hope that is what happens. And I hope you enjoy torturing people with your top tier Oshi, I guess. I mean, I certainly felt that satisfaction Christmas ogreing people in Ares Cup, right? It's on Switch too, by the way. OMG, just like hit fighting game Street Fighter 6 for the Nintendo Switch 2. That is the platform it was initially developed for, man. You just gotta believe it. Ryogi wasn't in Type Lumina. She's from older games. Gotcha. So it's like a character you want to return. I see. Hopefully Granblue as well. Granblue's not on the Switch right now, yeah? If they make online better, I'll enjoy playing that. Does Type Lumina not have rollback or something? I mean, I would assume it does, but even if it doesn't, this has to, basically, right? I'm so happy I didn't lose CM12 to Christmas Ogre. I'm so happy I won CM12 with Christmas Ogre. Like the other version of Len from the older game, but they both got missed in the whole TL game. Bleh. Type Lumina? Fair. I want Ryogi and Lumina since it came out. I want my knife girl back. That's fair. Type Lumina has rollback? Yeah. Is that a new Type Lumina game? Yeah, apparently it's Type Lumina Rising. It's Type Lumina Rising, basically, which is cool. I mean, again, I'm not, like, a big Melty guy. I'm not a big French bread guy in general. Like, not that I don't like the games. I just have literally never tried them. Yeah, what's up, Tifu? How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well. I've had a bit of an up and down day, but, like, now I think I'm in a good mood. Even, like, failing my test, I think I've settled on it being motivation. It's given me the motivation to, weirdly, it's the fact that I've had to put off a couple streams for it, and I'm gonna test for what? So at work, I want to take a certification test, because we do a lot of work with, like, clients, basically, and, like, it's a lot of, like, it's a consulting firm, essentially, that we do data engineering work for motherfuckers. And, long story short, corporate bullshit aside, basically, when the people on the team have a lot of certifications, it just looks good when you're saying, hey, pay us, right? like pay us to do the work for you. We know how to do it. And like one of the ways you can communicate that well is just look at how many certifications all of our team has. It's like an industry recognized way to go, our guys know what they're doing. So anyway, so I'm new, but I'm still I'm like trying to gather up certifications, and I booked the certification test for this like Microsoft tool thing. Doesn't matter, don't worry. And I had it today, and I failed. 70% is a pass. I got a 69%. I'm so mad. But I think I've settled on it being, I didn't stream yesterday. I missed Evo Japan pools yesterday to study. I didn't stream the day before that to study, and I failed. So that's quite annoying. And I'm going to miss Saturday and Sunday stream to study as well, unfortunately, because I've rescheduled it for Monday, and I would be really pissed if I didn't pass. So what I'm gonna do basically is I'm like, the good part is I've kind of settled on it being motivation. It has really pissed me off that it has really put the streaming stuff on the back burner. So once I pass it, which is hopefully on the Monday, I'm going full-on insano mode, 2 full-time jobs, 80 hours a week type shit on the content creation again. We're going back to 3 videos a day. We're going back to 4-hour-long streams. We're not skipping streams anymore. We're going back to the higher-effort videos once or twice a week. We're going back to making shorts. We're going back to making higher-effort content. Because I have just gotten I've had this growing dissatisfaction with my channel taking a backseat to my job, and I think that this has really highlighted that and pissed me off in exactly the way that I need. Because for me, I have the idea to do something like for months, but it's the starting that's always hard. I need something to kick me in the ass to start. Like I've wanted to scale back up to doing like essentially like a full-time job's worth of work on the content stuff to actually grow it for like a month now, but I just haven't had the motivation to start, and this has been the motivation to start, basically. Because like I obviously, if you can't tell, I've really scaled back stuff. 1 video a day, streams are shorter, missing stream more often, things like that. It's been maintaining. I don't think the channel's been getting that much smaller necessarily, but yeah. You'll get him next time. You get him next time, boss. I know you owe you scale late game. Thank you, thank you. I mean, the good news, even though it is really annoying to get a 69, like to barely fail, it does also mean that I'm pretty confident that if I take 48 more hours of like straight grinding, I'll be, you know, inshallah, we can't say, but like I will be pretty surprised if I failed again. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna work really hard, but the fact that I almost passed this time makes me think with 2 more days of like focused effort, hopefully we should have it in the bag. And then from there we go fucking nuts on the content creation, which is I'm very excited to do. I'm very like excited for just like the next like month of my life. Gonna go really hard on the content stuff again. Gonna move in June. Just like a fun period of my life for sure. And it's good too, but you know what? The fact that my Pathfinder party TPK'd today is actually kind of a good thing when I think about it. So if you don't know, and I think I mentioned this on stream a few weeks ago, but I'm a GM for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It is my favorite game of all time. It is my favorite thing to do in my free time. And I have 4 friends that I really appreciate that I run the game for. And we've been running it for 3 years. June 9th of 2023 was our first session, our like session 0. And you know, 3 years is quite a long time for a 1 to 10 campaign, but a lot of us are quite busy. So like we try to do it every week, but there's a lot of like we have a lot of times where we just go a week after week after week after week, and then it's like 40 days without it because like 3 of the people in there are like my artists, like they're artists for my artist friends. So like they have cons, and the cons take place on weekends often, and it's like the whole weekend, or people are just and then randomly like life stuff gets in the way. One of them has a lot of family responsibilities, so things happen, right? But anyway, so we got to very close to the end of the campaign. Last you spoke about it, they challenged a guy to a duel and it wasn't looking good. Yep, they got to nearly the end of the campaign. They like lost a fight, but I didn't make them TPK right away. They got captured, and I gave them the opportunity basically to, all right, well wait, did I pause the fucking stream? Is the stream back? Okay, no, I was gonna say I didn't. It's not like top 8's been. Oh, it's starting. Okay. You have time to write for that between classes and streaming? Wild, When you're like the only thing about all of that I'm also, it's not classes, it's work. It's a test for work, basically, a certification for my job. But yeah, I mean, when you're passionate about shit, it doesn't feel like work, man. The only thing that I do that feels like work is my job. This doesn't feel like work. GMing doesn't feel like work. I love doing all that shit, right? The thing that feels like work is my job. Everything else is I will gladly spend my free time doing that. Oh, they have this song again. I like this song. I like this song from last time. But yeah, basically they got captured, and the guy gave them basically either a choice to like suffer a bunch of long-term penalties, basically just as like a punishment. Like he was, I mean, the campaign has a pretty like dark, like mature theme to it for sure. So it's like basically he was gonna like take someone's hand, he's gonna take someone's eye, he was gonna take like a pound of flesh from someone else, he's gonna torture someone else for a bit, and like you know, probably give them a penalty to will saves. And the idea was like, okay, well, you lost the fight, but I'm not gonna have you TPK. You can just take a penalty instead. And they went, fuck that, let's duel him. And I was like, okay, but if you duel him and lose, he's gonna kill all of you. And they were like, yeah. Well, after like 3 hours of deliberation, they were like, yeah. And then they lost today. This session started on that fight, and then they lost. So we had a very emotional session, basically, where they all slowly died one by one, and they all had, you know, their last thoughts and wishes, and the cleric rolled divine intervention, and it actually worked, but it wasn't enough because the odds were stacked that much against them, and we had an epilogue, and it was great. It was a great session. It was very emotional, and they all seemed to enjoy it, and I certainly enjoyed it as well. And we had a really nice, like, talk afterwards about just how much we all appreciate each other, and how much I'm glad that I was able to share that with them, etc., etc. Now they can't talk shit about Zeta no results. Oh my god! Oh my god! Potential woman. Potential woman finally met her potential. Shosan in top 8. Brick jamming for us when? Maybe, man, maybe. Could be a fun thing to do for, like, you know, if I do this as a job eventually, and I get, like, an extra 40 hours of free time in my week, that could be a fun thing to do for, like, members-only stuff, or, like, sub-only stuff, right? But obviously that's a long way away. And they're heard from again, glad everyone had a good time. Yeah, they did all die, and, like, the village they're protecting exploded, and all of that. But, you know, they enjoyed it, they enjoyed it. Kasa Usagi. Okay. Failure sometimes isn't failure when the story is great, yeah. In my experience, players don't mind dying, or losing even, or even TPKing in the campaign ending. They mind it when it feels unearned, when it's rocks fall and everyone dies. I think we actually had a very nice, enjoyable, emotional session for everyone involved, right? It definitely helped me, definitely helped refresh. And also, like, I got these ogres as a birthday gift. One of my friends wrote me, like, an adorable card, and it's so fun having artist friends, by the way. Because, like, when it's your birthday, they just, like, draw you things. What's up, Gamera? They just fucking draw you shit. Like, she just, like, drew me a card that had Ogre on the front and the back. It had Ogre doing the 6-7 on the back. Like, it was just, no, my webcam's fine. I thought I moved over to the side. Like, artist friends are so cool, man. They just, like, draw you your birthday gift. My god. It's so dope. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Brick knows ball. I try. I'm very passionate about Pathfinder, and I'm quite passionate about jamming, so I do my research. I've studied the old masters. Oh, chest! Chesting! This is the Nier, right? Kino. Oh, he's doing the fucking Nier parry? Man, they had a good time. And now we're here, man. Now we're here for Evo Japan top 8. We got 8 different characters, and this... Bro breaks down for the bit. Yeah. Mirayas. Okay, gotcha. We got 8 different characters. I say it every time there's a top 8 for this game, but which is a good sign. But this, I think, is finally this is actually, again, the best top 8 we've ever had in terms of character representation, right? If we take a look over here, Shio right there, right? We've got Gamera on the Ilsa, to my understanding. This is Kasa Usagi on the Fairy, right? So Fairy, obviously not a stranger to top 8s. Jing on the Catalina, to my understanding. Catalina very strong, but in this current meta, not like one of the Hateful 8, as I like to call them, right? The Hateful 8 being, it's Cagliostro, it's Beatrix, it's Fairy, it's Matera, it's Vasaraga, it is Grimnir, it's Eustace, and it's... I forgot someone. Lowain. That's Lowain. Those are the Hateful 8, right? So, like, Ilsa is still very strong, but, you know, she's here, and she's not one of, like, the... Because those 8 characters feel like they gap the rest of the game a little bit to me. So we have Ilsa, we have Fairy, we have Catalina, I think. Shosan's on the Zeta, right? Who's also a very strong character, but not quite in that tier. Zangief Dream on the Cagliostro, one of the Hateful 8. Shio on the Lowain, one of the Hateful 8. This is Miraius on, I believe, the Seox, is what I've been told. And then Hinokino on the Nier, which is really crazy, right? So we have 8 different characters, and only 3 of them are what I would refer to as Hateful 8 members, right? The truest, the tippiest, toppiest tier of the video game. So really, really, really good character representation here. Hermitarian didn't even got a top 24 rep. That's crazy. I think a few of them are playing multiple characters, but Hinokino's pure Nier. That's insane. I'm really... What's up, goats? This is Tyrant and Zero. I'm really excited to see Hinokino play. Probably some people think Seox is Hateful 8 level currently. Maybe. I feel like I've not been that impressed with buff Seox, but it's very possible I'm wrong. Seox is not a character where I have a really strong opinion on one way or the other, but I feel like I don't see him that high up, personally. But I could be wrong. I could get my opinion changed today. Show me some shit, Marias. Show me some. But yeah, I think of everyone here, I'm the most excited to watch Hinokino. Like, Nier is not, it's not like Nier is so bad that, like, oh, what the fuck, how did he even do this? But, like, Nier is one of the two characters, her and EX Jita, where, like, I am genuinely, I'm a little surprised to see them in the top 8 of a super major like this. Nier, at least it makes sense, because Nier is at least a character with strong enough strengths, right? That if things go her way, she's just gonna kill you, right? Like, if someone really outplays you, like, the character has the tools to just murder you, right? So, I know Hinokino plays Sandy, too. Apparently, they've been rocking straight Nier, but we'll see. Who Gamera playing? Ilsa is what I've heard. Gamera, he plays a lot of different characters, but he's been on the Ilsa recently, and honestly, his Ilsa has looked incredibly strong. At the Arc World Tour Finals, his Ilsa looked ridiculous, right? I think it was only Zangief Dream who actually managed to kill Gamera, I think. I think it was something like that. Maybe Zangief Dream and, like, Koji Koko?
Entire year, basically.
Can't remember.
And then, of course, Mirai up against Hino.
Mirai's.
Nier, surprisingly enough. Which
Yeah, the Nier, again, I don't keep saying it. I know it's like losers, but like it's the match I'm most excited for is Marias and Hinokino, because I think it's Seox versus Nier. And those are two characters. Seox is strong, right? Seox is not weak. But, like, they're both characters I want to see more of at that top level, right? I know what Luane looks like. I know what Fairy looks like. Right? At this point, I know what Gamera's Ilsa looks like. I know what Cagliostro looks like. But I'm really curious to see those two play. I still have no idea about character strength in this game, but I like playing it from time to time. I've really grinded in a long while. Fair. Game's fun. No matter how deep into it you are, I think the game's fun. Straight Nier? Don't want to know what lesbian and bisexual Nier can accomplish? That's true, actually. You guys like my Ogre, by the way? Isn't she cute? If I recall, Zangief sent him to hell and Koji finished him off? Yeah, I think so. Which is like, I mean, if you're going to lose, I think those were the two, like, that they looked like the strongest players to me. And I think they were also what ended up being grand finals, but like, even still. They both looked incredibly strong, so. We bricked up tonight? That's the plan. That's the plan. They kind of look like Orfevre. She got the little headpiece, man. And like the sailor outfit and like the gray hair, like, and she's got the little guy as well, the little hair shock there. That's straight ogre, man. That's straight ogre. Toro's not in this top 8. It's true.
Yeah, rocking that Grand EX, I think.
Yeah, actually showcasing a Grand EX.
Oh, EX Grand.
Very interesting. Had a good showing with that character.
Definitely.
It's the no bangs doing it for me. That's true. The hair here is a little. The hair is a little. She is 5-heading it a little bit, but I love her regardless. Type Lumina's getting a second version. What are your thoughts? I always like to see every game thriving, man. So even though I'm not like I don't dislike the French bred games at all. I just haven't played them ever, but it's nice to see. I love to see it. Where's my cat or Beelzebub representatives at? I think Jing plays cat. I think there's a cat in winner's side top 8 here. I don't know who Jing plays. People have told me it's cat in the chat, though. I'm unfamiliar with Jing, I fear.
Just like we did last year, right? Just make the big dub.
Yeah,
move on for the rest of the competition.
So I don't think I fought post-buff Seox enough to know how it goes in the matchup, but I feel like before it was like Nier does a ton of damage and Seox squish. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like one of the biggest things that Seox got, and this is from like a relatively ignorant position, right? I think one of the biggest things that Seox got was that like buffed empty hand, like better use in neutral and mid screen, and he gives up his like safe jump loop in the corner. But it feels like it's slower. It feels like empty hand is way easier to react to and spot dodge and kill now. But I don't know. H empty hand must die. H empty hand feels easier to deal with now than it did before he got buffed. Nerfed, or whatever you think happened to him, right? I feel like it is never, like, I don't know if they made it slower, but it feels like it's just so much easier to, like, spot dodge and throw. Good luck on your test tomorrow. Thank you, Innie. I appreciate the sentiment. My test was today, and I failed it by 1%. I have since spite rescheduled it for Monday. I'm going to spend Saturday and Sunday going crazy on the studying, and then hopefully Monday we knock that shit out of the park, and then we go crazy.
Yes, it was.
I haven't really seen a difference when fighting 6. I'll see them once in a blue moon. Yeah, it feels like the Rekka pressure is better. Empty hand is worse, and his corner pressure and his Oki is worse. So I don't know. He feels worse to me, but I want to see. I played Jing by accident while practicing for Evo Casuals. He plays Cat, and I had an absolutely 0% chance to win. I mean, yeah. H empty hand feels easier to react to. I mean, I did the math, and I think it's like a 23 or 24 frame reaction now. I feel like it wasn't always like that. It's like a 24 frame reaction now, which is so easy. Like with a big orange glow, like even in neutral, that is not hard to react to, man. It's a very distinct animation. The animation's not very hidden. it glows orange. Like it's like if you spot dodge in 24 frames, you can throw punish him. If you spot dodge in like 23 frames, you can close L his ass and get a full combo. Right? What's the test for? A certificate? Yeah, certification for work. It's pretty much only for anti-projectile. Yeah, I can see it like being nicer for him into like Matera, Lawayne, Ilsa, whatever. But I feel like it's a worse move overall now. I feel like it's much less reliable in most matchups for him now, and it's not. It doesn't provide him those like infinite like safe jump, sort of fake kind of fuzzyable high-low loops, but it's still mental stack, right? You could mix it in with throw. I don't know. I feel like Seahawks got weaker, but depending on where Seahawks is at, A-Chan could be slightly faster or noticeably slower. Interesting, interesting. Corner pressure definitely feels worse. Yeah, I feel like the character is maybe easier. Like the only thing is his Rekka is better, I think. Like that medium Rekka into the hop, it's a lot harder to stop now. You can still just close sell it, but I feel like you get less time, it feels like. So happy to see you watching Evo Japan yesterday. The commentators didn't know what was going on. I mean, listen, no disrespect, I love the Granblue commentators. I'm not gonna pretend that I understand the game way better than like, I don't know, fucking yeah, like Zero or Tyrant here, but I'll do my best. Y'all think we're getting another season pass? I think so. I think some people have made a valid argument that the IDs, like the extra ID DLC, kind of smells like what they did in Versus, where they just put out like one more character and then called it a day. But I think, Granblue is what, the 4th biggest game at this tournament, I think? Granblue has pretty consistently, I think, been the 4th or 5th biggest fighting game. Like Street Fighter 6 mogs everyone, right? And then it's like Tekken 8 Strive, then it's Granblue, 2x, depending on the tournament, it's like 2x KO or Granblue usually, right? 2x KO is much bigger in the West, and then Granblue tends to do pretty well in like the East and Asia. So like, I think Granblue is definitely big enough that it should get another. Oh, Meg, well, that's not Ilsa. What the hell? Meg into Fairy instead of Ilsa? I feel like I don't mind Ilsa into Fairy, but I mean I understand the idea with Meg for sure, right? She's fast, she's got a lot of air mobility, right? Might cause Fairy some problems. Shark is a really nice use skill. It's quick, right? And can go through her shit. I feel like Ilsa might actually be able to fuck with Fairy a little bit, even at full screen though. So this is an interesting choice. I'm not sure if I think that Meg does better into Fairy than Ilsa does, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Granblue has been game 4 for a long time now. We have Tokon soon, which I have to imagine pushes it down. Soon, but not yet. Soon. Yeah, I think Granblue's big enough to get a season 3 for sure. We'll see. I mean, I hope so. I certainly hope so. This is my favorite fighting game, right? If it like completely sunsets after the id patch, I gotta play it still, but I'm probably going to try and migrate to other things in terms of like making content. But like, I love this game. This is my favorite fighting game. So I think it's pretty likely we're getting a season 3, and I certainly want us to get a season 3. I would be quite. I would still say at this point I'd be quite surprised if we did. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but I'd be quite surprised. You're my favorite fighting gamer. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Invincible Versus looks way better than I thought it would. It's out, right? I actually want to play that game. Maybe we'll play it not tomorrow, or maybe we'll play it on Monday. Y'all see they announced a new Melty Blood? Yeah, it's like a Melty Blood Rising, right? Like, it's not a new game, but it's like type Lumina, like, with new mechanics and character. Like, it is basically, it's very similar to Versus Rising, yeah? Cygames has a lot of money, so I bet they will drop something more than it. I would think so, too. I mean, the fact that they announced a whole new world tour for the game as well, I mean, you could make the argument of, like, well, they still want to support it, but Arxis says no more. Maybe, but I think the fact that they announced a whole new world tour with double the prize pool of the Arc World Tour for Granblue, it's a good sign. Think I get Invincible Versus on Friday next week? Yeah. Remember they did announce a new game mechanics being introduced? Yeah. You can think of it 2 different ways, right? Like, either this next patch is so big because they want to, like, keep... Oh, yeah. I don't know about this Meg choice, man. I feel like I need Gamera to pick Ilsa. I don't think it's, like, bad, right? And obviously, it's not like you're going to pick a character and beat Kaza Usagi. I mean, probably the best fairy in the world. Pretty surely the best fairy in the world, right? Now that I think about it. It's not like you're just going to, like, oh, pick Ilsa and win. But on paper, I would just feel like Ilsa, like, Gamera's Ilsa is insanely good in a way. Like, Gamera's Ilsa impresses me in a way that I feel like his Meg's good. But, like, Gamera's Ilsa looks, like, made me think for a second the character might be, like, top tier. No, he's sticking on the Gamera. Okay. Or on the Gamera. He's sticking on the Meg. Okay. I think seeing you play Melty Blood or Type Lumina would be really fun, honestly. AACC especially is really fun. What's AACC? What's Melty Blood AA? Oh my god! I didn't realize you could punish in time there. Wait, he's the world... I mean, he might actually be the world's greatest, but like, that was really cool. Is this why he's playing... Okay, hold up. Is that why you're playing Meg? Because you can bait Beppo and fucking kill Fairy for it like that? I didn't know you could do that. That's why I love watching like the best play. They just show me things. I did not know. Actress again, current code? What the hell? The name is a mouthful. That's fair. That's fair. I kept thinking Accent Core, but that's guilty gear. Shadowverse Worlds Beyond's getting a first Annie in June too, so I hope Drazen is getting a spot. Dreizehn? Like 30? That's not what 30 is though, right? No, Dreizehn? Yeah, it is 30. Actress again, contingency contract. What? Current code, contingency contract? People can't agree? Wait, okay, that JU stall was so cool. Oh, good reaction. That's not like a super hard reaction, but at the moment, it's like 21 frames or something. With mental stack, with the pressure of being in the corner, that's a good reaction. By Gamera, for sure. Invincible Versus has been really fun so far. Lucan is the grappler in that game. There's quite a few armored characters. Wait, Lucan's the grappler? Wait, actually, okay, he's super cool, actually. I'm actually, okay. I'm about to try Invincible Versus. I don't know, man. I'm curious. I like Invincible the show, right?
Absolutely.
I like Invincible. Oh, we can try some Invincible Versus. I don't mind.
Again, just trying to cover that space. As Fairy does so well.
I don't think, I don't know. I don't think Sagan's pulled a Bamco and pissed off Arxis so much they don't work together anymore. Maybe. Arknight's fighting game when? Uma Musume fighting game when, you fucking cowards.
Never getting for free on this guy.
He's really trying to get, like, I understand the idea with these 2-2Hs potentially hopping over. I think like Meg's 2-2L, 2-2M for sure, but slower, right? 2-2H, like, I think they will hop over, like, Fairy Far M, Fairy Far H if you time it right. But Kasusaga has been poking with the 5U, which has that much bigger vertical hitbox, right? Like, I feel like I'm seeing why Gamera picked this into Fairy, but I don't know that I don't know that I'm super convinced that it feels like a good idea yet, but that JU shit was really cool, so. Are you serious that Fairy DP combos into GG? Yeah. If DP's set up, Fairy has a lot, her DP has a lot of untechable time, right? So, yeah, her UDP is like infinite untechable time, so it just volleyballs you in. Ogre cap for season 3 would be so rad. Tell me about it. Yeah, Gamera, I don't know, man. Guys in my local were playing Arknights Unleashed last week. It should be a racing game. I don't want the Umas to get hurt more. There's already an Uma Musume racing game, man. It's called Uma Musume Pretty Derby for the Nintendo Switch. Like, play that shit. It's the greatest game ever made. 3-0 Ilsa sweep. Is he sticking on the Meg? I see now. He wants the 2-2. He wants the 2-2X. He wants the JU. He's going back to the Meg, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, hey, trust the process. I'm sure Gamera has a reason for this, right? Like, it's not like Gamera's unfamiliar. Yeah, yes, wait, that's true. Gamera plays a Beatrix as well. Yeah, I'm sure he has a reason for this, but I don't know what it is. He plays B. I feel like Ilsa's better into this, too. I don't know. Maybe he just is trying to go all Meg, but, like, this is not the time to be fucking experimenting. It's Evo Japan top 8, brother. Side games versus next. Granblue, Shadowverse, Uma Musume, and Princess Connect crossover like BB Tag. I'd be down as fuck for that, actually. Kasusaga is just so locked in, too. Like, in Gamera's defense, this Meg pick might not be that bad. Kasusaga has been a brick wall, right? Like, he's also perfect, like, you know, who the fuck pokes in neutral with 5U? He's, like, doing it to explicitly counter the fact that Gamera is trying to hop over shit with the 2-2Xs, right? Like, he's just, like, he didn't even have to get hit by it once. He was just already, like, pre-adapted. I don't know why, but Kasuusagi was already ready with, like, the perfect Meg Fairy counterplay. He fucked it up there. He didn't get there in time, right? So I don't think, like, I think it's really easy to look at this and go, like, Gamera, what are you doing? Take your NyQuil, man. You're too awake. But I think you have to remember to differentiate what is, like, a bad character choice by Gamera and what is Kasa Usagi just playing the matchup like one of the best players in the world, right? He's playing the mind game so they can sweep him in the finals from the losers bracket. Yeah, sure. Gespenst. That means ghost in German. Gespenst! Okay. Ah! Granblue Handshake! Was there an online player with a crazy-ass name that played Fairy for the longest time? Talking about Yago Gareitz? Yago, Mr. Gareitz? His name's, he had many crazy names. The exclamation mark Yago. Sweaty Anila or something? There are so many of them. We can read some of them off right now if someone wants to put the, yeah. Yago Gareitz, a.k.a. Depressed Fairy, Milk Me. That's a secret, by the way, in case you didn't know who Milk Me was. It's a, you know, pretty strong Fairy player. Veins Bulge Uwu, Donkey Girl Lover, XX Latino Lover XX, 420 Booty Wizard, Manly Rat Picker, Taco Tuesday, Skibbity Armpits, Barbecue Ribs, #1 Fairy Hater, I Love Fairy, I Hate Fairy, Brokeback Vein, Donkey Rider, Fairy Christmas, what, WG Wisp, Pregnant Ladiva, Walmart Raz, Taylor Swift, Wolf Mommy, Deodorant User, Fairy Greater Than UL Pits, Walmart Gabagool, Brazilian Women Less Than 3, Begging for a Pegging, -$50, Squirt and Cream, and finally Fairy Burrito. Yago has had a lot of names, and almost none of them are normal. None of them are fucking normal. Also, out the way of reading Yago names, Gamera got a game. Hold on, lock it. It's Evo Japan top 8. No tangents. At least let's try and minimize Bro, sounds like he's reading off Patreon backers. Maybe one day.
Also, the whole tournament.
Gamera's getting EP. Gamera's taking the NyQuil. Dude, that is so good. How is one man this creative? A depraved mind that needs to be studied. That is so many names. Yeah, yeah. Goon to Air Runes was a fairy player. Was that also Yago? Yago? That might also been Yago. That might just be after I made the command. His names keep evolving. That might also be Yago, honestly.
That space. Just fill in that screen. Normals, specials, GG.
Ah, dude, I don't think so. Okay, okay. The reactions, I mean, these are reactable things, but like it's just you think he would miss one of them. Miss one of them, Kasa Usagi, please. You can't react to like 6 out of 6, or even, dare I say, 7 out of 7. Oh wait, this is no! Dude, if that had wall bounce, he dies. No! Dude, that was pixels away for Gamera. If that had wall bounced, 6-6H, close H, right? Rekka, boom, like a medium follow-up, right? Close H, Raging Strike, close H, SSBA, Fairy's dead. That was literal pixels away from that round for Gamera, and now Kasa Usagi on set point to send him down to loser's finals, or loser's side. Mad unfortunate, yeah. When Meg gets that late wall bounce in the sharp drill, too, a lot of characters have this, but it's ideal for Meg, right? Normally, she only gets close H. If she gets that late wall bounce, she can, like, 2H, she can 6-6H. It's so good for her. But she just barely didn't. Oh, what the fuck? No guard button? No guard button, Kasa Usagi, my goat. Would you want Manu Pomanu in the next Granblue season? I think she might be interesting as a rep of the new Wolvier race. I'm not gonna lie to you, Nick Duel, you could have made that whole fucking sentence up. I don't know what that race is, I don't know what that character is, but, like, sounds cool. If they're wolf people, I'm down. No, the confirm. Gamera misses the game-winning confirm. It's a game of inches, and he might have given up just a few too many. Your penis reduction surgery went great. Where's Kasa Usagi? Who do you think took the inches? Oh, no, man. Not the penis reduction surgery. Wave goodbye to Gamera, daughter. Say bye-bye, Gamera. See you in loser's side. Bye-bye. 50-50 ender. Yup. It might not be the most damaging 50-50 in the game, but it is still a 50-50 that Fairy has. Fairy, whoa, that's true, man. Hope they had Raw. She's fun. So true.
And you can see how quickly it just destroyed Gamera's game plan. There was clearly...
Thought I would see a set without it. It's like one of the best... I mean, the character does a lot of good things, but it's one of the best things the character does, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I think it's really easy, like, if you're just armchair quarterbacking, I think it's really easy to look at that set and be like, Gamera threw! Why didn't he pick Beatrix? Why did he pick whatever? You could see the ideas, right? Gamera had a lot of really, like, I see why he picked Meg into that. I didn't believe it first either, but he showed me some shit, right? That JU to bait the Beppo is, like, it's not reactable, right? Like, it's straight up, it's just going to make Kasa Usagi a lot more worried about using his best anti-air option. And then all those 2-2s to try and, like, preemptively jump over far M's, far H's, even though that's, like, a relatively low likelihood of hitting, it's like, if you get hit by a far M, you don't take that much damage, and if you get in, you, like, win, right? Like, or at least you can, yeah, it's a very good, like, it's a very good situation for your round, so it's a very, like, relatively low risk, high reward thing. Like, he was doing great. Like, I understand why he picked that. It's just that Kasa Usagi walked into that match pre-adapted. He was poking with 5U before Gamera even 2-2H the first time. Because 5U is the only normal Fairy has that stops that outside like a preemptive 2H, right? Like, he was already being very careful with his, like, his Beppo DPs. Like, he just kind of, like, I don't know, man. He was, like, fucking hitting him with the future sight. He had the observation hockey ready. He just knew Gamera's game plan before he did it and kind of just preemptively countered it. You can't really, like, would Beatrix or Ilsa maybe even be, like, a better choice? Maybe, right? But I don't think it was a bad choice. I think Kasa Usagi is just playing like he's one of the best players in the world right now. What happened for Fairy to be this good now? I remember when I was not active, she used to be one of the worst in the game. She got lots of buffs. Her all of her buttons got sped up. The Clash of on all of them got sped up. They improved, this is not all in one patch. They improved her GG Oki. They took away her side swap, right? But her, like, right now, her neutral control and her Oki, and honestly her pressure too, because of the fact that her far L is bigger than your far H and faster, right? Her pressure, her neutral, her Oki, everything besides her damage really is just exceptional, right? Like, it's not good, it's not great, it's like genuinely nightmarish for 99% of the cast to even deal with, right? It really is so much of it, besides obviously the GG 50-50 is a big deal, but so much of it is that far L. Like, you can feel the difference, right? Like, when you're fighting Fairy, right? If you're fighting Fairy, and let's say that, like, right, if this is the stage, Right, this is the whole stage. And like this,
Very good odds.
right? If
incredibly smart.
hold. Yo, Johnny Astro, thank you very much for the 9 months. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. If this is the whole stage, and like this is Fairy's far H range, right? And like this is her far M range, right? And like this is her far L range. If we assume that she's, it's not to scale, right? Yeah, also, yeah, you missed Gamera. First game happened. Gamera lost 3-0 to Kasa Usagi, or 3-1 to Kasa Usagi. You can feel a real difference, right? If this is far H, and this is far M, and there's also 2M and stuff, but I'm kind of like abstracting, and this is far L, you can feel a real difference in how fucking difficult it is. When you're in this far H, far M range, it doesn't even feel that bad to get it on Fairy. Like, you can, like, preemptively stick out some buttons, maybe. Jump is a pretty decent option. Roll is a pretty decent option, right? There's, like, some decent, like, risk-reward you can play here. As soon as you get in this far L range, it is the most... Is that correct to say? There's a lot of really good ones. Fairy Far L, I think, is the best button in the video game, right? I think it's the best button in the video game. It is an 8-frame Far L that is better than... It's bigger than almost every other button in the game that isn't the Fairy button, right? Like, the only buttons that are bigger than Fairy Far L that aren't Fairy buttons themselves are like, Vasaraga Far M and Far H, and, like, 2B, 5H... Maybe? Fairy Far L and 2B 5H are like the same size. I think it's like, if 2B has the dash momentum, then her Far H is bigger, right? But yeah, like, it's this, it might sound stupid because it's a Far L, but it's just this very dominating button, right? You get into the space, roll doesn't work anymore, it's a roll stopping option. It's faster than all of your pokes, and it pokes at a range where your pokes can't poke it back. So it's really hard to poke, you have to just poke preempt, you have to just whiff a button right basically in her face, to just hope you crush it with something, right? Jump, if you jump, it recovers fast enough that if you jump right when she far L, she recovers in time to at least Beppo you and you block it and you go right back to where you were, right? There is just no good way to get in on this button besides getting lucky, really, right? And that's a neutral. On defense, if you push yourself out far enough on defense, Fairy can poke you on your own offense, right? Well, if she's back to the wall, where you can't poke her back. Her Far L is bigger than all your buttons, right? And faster than any button that you might use to poke her back, or especially if you're a little minus, right? On her corner pressure as well, she just sits there and Far L, Far L, Far L, Far L. It's 8 frames, right? It's plus on block, and it's bigger than any of the buttons you could use to poke back. In offense, in neutral, on defense, this button is suffocating, right? So I think it's, like, really, it's one of the biggest things. Oh my god, the next match started. My god. Game going? Sorry. It's just so hard to play the game against. And then you factor in the fact she's got one of the best supers in the game in her little spike ball. She's got a 50-50, right? Like, not the most damaging one, but she does have a 50-50. So once she gets that knockdown on you, her Oki is terrifying. Brave counter exists, right? And she can actually do a lot of Brave counter safe stuff herself. So Brave counter is a very big boon for her. Oh my god. And it's not very easy to Brave counter her in return. She's just good, right? She's just very good. See ya, twat.
Such a good tool Zeta has in the arsenal.
Yes, Fairy's damage is not great. And by the way, in certain situations, it can be pretty decent. Like, she can combo off her UDP, right? Like, in certain situations, she gets more than some characters. But her damage isn't amazing, but, like, it's still good enough that everything else about her is like, it becomes very overwhelming, right? Her damage is not, like, weak enough that it makes up for how ridiculous so much of the other shit she does is. Catalina versus Zeta? Is this the honest footsies that Granblue is known for? Zeta finally on stage? Yeah, man. Buff Zeta, I think, is really good, by the way, right? Like, yeah, they nerfed that. They did nerf that. But, like, the fact that they gave her actual pressure specials now, for the longest time, Zeta has had almost the EX Narmaya problem, where she has no safe cancels whatsoever, right? Like, her only safe cancel on pressure is her 5U, which, like, is okay, but it's not, like, you know, it's very linear. Like, you know exactly what Zeta's gonna do every time, right? Now they gave all of her Infinite Wonders are safe, and I think they made one of the Rhapsody follow-ups less minus on block too, something like that. But she actually has, like, pressure cancels now. She can, her full screen fireballs are harder to deal with because they made medium fireball kill you on counter hit into 6/6H into, like, your whole life bar. This happens now. Oh, they didn't go for the wall bounce. But yeah, the fact she gets a wall bounce off the up, forward, and forward versions of Rhapsody now makes it so that her like, mid-screen or even back to the wall, like meterless damage and carry is just top 1, basically, right? Like, if you factor in damage and corner carry, the only character even remotely in contention with Vera is Install Vera. Or sorry, with Zeta is Install Vera, right? BL5 Lucy does more damage, obviously. Nier probably does more damage a lot of the time. Well, Nier actually might not. But yeah, it's like, when you factor in corner carry and damage, the only character even in the ballpark as her is Install Vera, right? And then they also buffed her Rhapsody. This is one of the biggest buffs they gave Zeta, which I feel like a lot of people don't really recognize unless you're a Zeta player, right? Is they made it so that Rhapsody, the Rising Split, I believe, yeah, that one right there, this has armor during the active frames. So multi-hits are not just a free way to beat, like a basically free way to beat Zeta Rhapsody anymore. She actually has an option that will murder you for multi-hitting, right? CAG Far H, like EX Fireball cancels when you hit her, whatever. There were a lot of things that used to just murder Zeta, even when you hit her Rhapsody. Now, right, not only is she going to be a lot harder to actually do that with, like most of your multi-hits are going to die. There are still certain ones that will cause her trouble, right? But like, most of your multi-hits are just going to die. The thing that kills them and counter-hits you for it is a combo starter off her reversal. Don't forget that Rising Split on counter hits, no matter where she is on the screen, right? No matter where she is on the screen, right? Rising Split is a combo starter on counter hits. Yeah? Not that one. It's not as good as I hoped. The EX1 still loses. I tested it. It loses some things, but it is much more consistent than it used to be. Right? It's much more consistent than it used to be. If you ever you still hate multi-hits on Wake Up, sure, but it's way harder. Like, you have to before you just like, when you triggered Rhapsody, you would just like do anything basically after that was multi-hit, or even sometimes you didn't have to do anything else. It was like CAG Far H. She just lost free, right? Now she at least, like, you have to be a lot more careful with it, right? And the situations where you just beat Rhapsody free are a lot less. And considering the fact that Rising Split is, again, a combo starter off her invincible parry on counter hits, it's pretty good that it can, you know, ever beat the thing that beats it. By the way, you're fucking dead. Yeah, Zeta hits hard too, by the way, in case you're curious. Zeta feels wonderful now. Cap buttons kind of gap her, though. Here's the other thing. Zeta's 2M is gigantic, right? Zeta 2M was 9 or 10 frames before. I can't remember. Regardless, it's 8 frames now. Zeta 2M, straight up, is too big to be at 8 frame, right? I believe Zeta 2M used to be 9 and now it's 8. Zeta 2M is too big to be an 8-framer. That's just not a fair button at 8 frames, right? Her buttons are also really good. Like, Zeta used to have this kind of like spear user problem, right? Where when you were outside of the range of her buttons, right, she was very strong. Like, when you were like, when she was keeping you at bay like that, she was very strong. But once you got in, she had a very hard time. There were things that like only her and Uno couldn't punish, basically, right? So once you got in on her, that like long spear started to really hurt her on her mediums. Now she just has one of the best 2Ms in the entire game, right? So they buffed Zeta in a lot of different ways in exchange for like, you Spear of Arves is worse now. Who cares? Right? Who cares? Right? Like, she doesn't get a combo off there anymore. Who gives a fuck? He gets a safe jump still. Look at this! Look at this! Look! He died off that! She just gets a wall bounce off of that now. Oh no! She doesn't get a combo off of the U Spear of Arves anymore. Like, yeah, it's a nerf, but she still gets a safe jump, and you got fucking throwbaited into death because the Spear of Arves wall bounces now. Who cares? Right? This character's really good. She's not like, again, she's not like Hateful Eight level, but like, she's strong as hell. I think nobody plays this character, so they kind of ignore her, but like, Zeta's good, man. Zeta is good. She's not, you know, she's kind of great, honestly. What is this damage? I don't even know good Zeta combos. Did you see that? Did anyone else see that? I know it started off like a counter hit close H, but that was 25 meter. You see that shit? That was 25 meter. Again, I understand. It was a counter hit close H, but like, you see that fucking shit? Like, I don't even know good Zeta combo. Show me shit I don't even know. I know she could do that. I was like, where is combo limit? Sieg damage off a close H? Dude, for real? Not really. Sieg would have killed her, like, meterless almost from there, right? But yeah. It's great to see, like, Zeta is still, like, for a Rising character, right? Zeta is very hard to play. Like, as far as Rising characters are concerned, she actually has, like, physical execution, right? She actually has lots of different routes and stuff to remember. Her tools are not super straightforward, right? Her optimals are actually quite difficult for Rising optimals, right? Rising does not have super hard mechanical execution, but, like, as far as Rising goes, Zeta has the hardest execution there, probably, right? So, like, no one plays her, but man, she's good now. She's good now, right? Zeta is better than Catalina?
players
Yeah,
studied. Again,
I think so.
that's out there.
Catalina's quite strong now too, I think. But she's so much easier now. Yeah, but she's still like even still like doing like the back to the wall meterless corner carry wall bounce 6K whatever the fuck is still not. It's not the kind of thing that anyone's gonna pick up and do. Anyone, you can teach anyone to do like Catalina's combo. You can teach anyone to do Catalina's like U fireball combo in 3 minutes. No, 3 seconds, right? Zeta is still like, it's not the hardest thing in the world, but for a Rising character, the execution is still hard. But yeah, they made her easier every patch, which is really good for the very good Zetas, right? Like Shosan, who was like hitting that shit when it was hard, he's just never gonna drop that ever again now, right? Like Shosan's just never gonna drop a Zeta combo again. He was hitting it like before they made, like Zeta's had like 3 different batches of making her combos easier. Did she used to have a fuzzy overhead? Yes, yeah, that Zeta was very, I think Zeta was stronger than no one. This is when she was Potential Woman, right? I would say the Zeta back then was stronger than current Zeta, right? But no one played her. Who's hardest now, Uno or Eustace? Still Zeta, I think. Or Nier, honestly. Like, Nier, I think, is, I think Nier, you have to play such a, like, a weird, fucked up, warped game that Nier, she's not, like, there's, you know, with queuing the specials and stuff, there can be, like, execution on Nier, for sure. I think Nier is just the hardest in terms of, like, the character is just, you are fighting the character and the system mechanics constantly to play that character, right? Shows my Zeta goat out there fighting the good fight. Yeah, Zeta's really strong, man. Don't sleep on Zeta. Don't sleep on Zeta. A Zeta character is real good. She's real good. They gave her a lot of buffs. Yeah, they gave her a nerf. I think everyone hyperfixated on Spear of Arves being worse, but Nier just feels like she's missing a tool when death is gone or something. She's missing like 7 tools when death is gone. But Blazing Shosan is why this heart still beats. Yeah. If Shosan has 1,000,000 fans, I am one of them. If he has 1,000 fans, I am one of them. If he has 10 fans, I am one of them. If he has 1 fan, it is me. If he has no fans, I am dead. If the world is with Shosan, then I am with the world. If the world is against Shosan, then I am against the world. Uno combos having an un-auto-timed 1-frame links are kind of scary, though, I will say. Yes and no. Uno's 1-frame links are do it as fast as possible. That stuff, to me at least, do the 1-frame link as soon as you can is always easier than manually timed delays, right? Like, even like a 3 to 4 frame window manual delay is harder to me than, like, do the 1-frame link as fast as you possibly can, which is what most of Uno's combos are. So I would still say that, like, Zeta optimals are harder than Uno optimals even now, but I thought Shosan last year during the Lions versus Zeta JP crew battle, it was fun. I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear it. That girl's hot, by the way. Did I mention that girl's hot? That girl kind of hot with it, no? True, I forgot Zeta had manual timing. Yeah. Like, 1-frame links, like, stuff like the Sandy 668 stuff, Uno has it, Narmaya has it in a couple of her combos. Most characters, you can construct a place where you have to, everyone has to do it if you want to punish Wellness Hadron. Which is funny. The entire game has to do a perfect, 1-frame, like, 6XL as fast as possible if you want to punish Wellness Hadron, which is funny. You have to do it as soon as you can. Can't you just use the hold button buffer? No, Frey. The reason for this is, a 6XL, it's specifically 1-frame link dash attacks, right? The reason yes, if it's 1-frame link and you have to like close M, it's not hard. Yeah, you just use the button, the buffer. It's quite easy. The reason that dash attacks are hard is because you can buffer the dash, but you can't, like, if you're going 6XL, you can't buffer the L, right? So you can dash, or either it's one or the other. I can't remember. One of them you can't buffer, basically, right? So like, you still have to hit, like, the light button or the heavy button or whatever you're doing as soon as possible, right? If you're buffering, like, if it's, like, a 1-frame, like, you have just enough frames for, like, a far H to connect or something, yeah, it's not. It's, like, an 11-frame link with the new update, right? It's not hard at all. But it's 1-frame link dash attacks in particular, right? It's 1-frame link dash attacks in particular. The Arves nerf was like, oh no, my mid-screen 75 meter dump U Arves combo is gone. So anyway, look at this mid-screen meterless wall balance combo I found. Yeah, again, the U Arves stuff is a real nerf. I'm not going to pretend like it didn't matter. But in classic Arxis fashion, unfortunately, they did give her a lot of compensation buffs. Right? They gave her a lot of compensation buffs. And now the character is probably better than she was before they patched her. So, I don't know, man. 6-7? I think buffering dash wasn't possible before, so at least that's easier. Yeah, I guess you only have to do 1 input as fast as possible now, right? If you couldn't buffer dash before, you have to do the dash as fast as possible and the light as fast as possible. Now you might only have to do the light or the H or whatever as fast as possible. But yeah, still, 1-frame link dash links are genuine 1-frame links, right? But again, the fact that you have to, like, it's not manual timing, it's just do it as fast as possible, makes it easier, right? It makes it easier. The buffer hold made Lance Delta loops easier. It's still a frame perfect TK Delta leap, but you can buffer the JM now, so it's not 2 frame perfect impacts back to back. Yeah. Stuff where you have to buffer jump button, or stuff where you have to like time jump buttons. Not even like frame perfect stuff. Well, I guess it is technically, but like, you know, punishing a -6 move with a far L that's 6 frames, way easier now because you hold far L and now the buffer window is like twice as long, right? You have like an 11 or 12 frame buffer window. You can still miss it, but it's way easier. Wake up DPs are way easier, right? Things like that are way easier.
The action for you guys. Am I gonna get?
Zeta and C got similar treatments, I feel. Lots of nerfs and some really cool buffs, but slightly overtuned, if that makes sense. I think they're a little more than slightly overtuned, but I think they are still, like, maybe a little overshadowed by some other characters. But I would like to see, I'd be down with, like, not like a Strive 2.0 patch, because not the entire cast needs nerf. I'd be down for, like, if the id patch is going to be big, I'd be down for, like, 16, 17 characters to just get, like, nothing but nerfs. I think we have enough room for like the top like half of the cast could just get nerfed and nothing else. But I'm not sure if they're gonna do that, but I would like it. They did it with Strive. Can you still make a character work in ranked even if they made to be a low tier? Can you tell them a new Nier player? I'll tell you this, the Far Slayer. There's a Nier right now, right? This is why I love seeing people like this, because it's easy to say in theory, but it's always nice when you see it. There is a Nier player who, to my understanding, played pure Nier throughout the whole tournament that is in top 8 of Evo Japan right now. Okay? I don't care how bad your character is in a modern fighting game, honestly even in a legacy fighting game, but like, especially in a modern fighting game, there is no character in any game released in the last 10 years that is even remotely, like not a straight Kusoge or Flash game or something, that is not workable, right? Yes, there's a Nier in top 8 of Evo Japan. There's a match after this, after Zangief, Dream, and Chia. So, to answer your question, Farslayer, absolutely, right? I'm a hater. Nerfs are always more exciting to me than buffs. I think buffs are more exciting, but I think we're at a point where we need nerfs for a lot of characters. I think in a vacuum, I like to see characters get new tools to play with, right? But I think right now, there's a lot of characters that probably need some tuning down. I mean, obviously some buffs, but not for those guys, basically. If I had to pick one thing, I would pick just nerfs to like the 18 strongest characters in the game, or something like that. You're dead, by the way. Speaking of, 2 of them are on screen right now. It would be nice if the damage was lowered, TBH. Maybe. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if universally I like that idea. Right? I don't think so.
Wears his heart on his sleeve, but you know, I was chatting with him before that.
Zangief Dream. Your Arc World Tour champion, by the way. Time for B to get like her 6th round of nerfs and still be top 5. B has only really ever gotten one major round of nerfs and like 1 moderate round of nerfs, right?
You're so right.
Yeah, there's a lot to be looking for.
I definitely agree with you on that. I think the Power Ceiling could use some lowering. I agree. Yes, Sieg absolutely is one of the characters that needs to do less damage, right? Especially on his counter hit heavies. Sieg is probably the example. I think you could take literally like 1,500 damage off of Sieg's counter hit heavies, and he's still like the highest damage character in the game on his heavies, right? I think you just take the damage off the charge H Verdrengen, and you call it you call it there. Take like literally 1.5k off the charge H Verdrengen. I'm not kidding, and the character is still like he's still like doing 11k on his close H with no dragon stocks. On base only though, if you level 3 deserve to vanish. If you take 1,500 damage off Siegfried's counter hit close H combos, he's still I think TOD's Vasaraga on his close H level 3. It doesn't matter, right? Like if you you can take it off every level and it still doesn't matter, right? Like level 3 does like 20k on a close H right now. It doesn't matter. So you can nerf it across the board and he'll still murder you, so it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Bring back overhead, make it flavorful like BlazBlue, maybe. I think if we're gonna get we're gonna get a new system mechanic. I do want it to be an offensive one or a combo one, right? We definitely don't need a defensive system mechanic. Some people might look at like 6XL and go, "What are you talking about?" But the game has like 1 really strong offensive mechanic in 6XL and like 8 really strong defensive mechanics or something like that, right? There is not a fighting game on the market right now where delay tech is as strong as it is in this one. Brave counter is the strongest guard cancel maybe in fighting game history, but at the very least in like the past 10 years of fighting games, still to this point, right, to this day, we have 6 frames of throw-in Vuln post block stun and 9 frames post hit stun or wake up, right? We have, I mean, I don't know if you want to count comeback mechanics, like really strong comeback mechanics in this game, like getting a lot of meter for getting hits and SSBA is like a defensive mechanic, but I think it does make running offense harder, right? Right, throw, like, you can tech with the strike button, like, it's so much. Someone threw punished H teleport? Yeah, actually happens, man. His new non-close H combos are also high damage too. The close L 2U, 236U, 66H nukes from the corner. I have not been super impressed with Siegfried's close L and close M damage. It's good, but it's not like, I think that's fine. I think it's old. I think where he is on his close L's and close M's and shit, I'm okay with that. Throw's so weak in this game and it's sad. I'm kind of okay with it being like that, but we definitely don't need another. We definitely don't need another defensive mechanic, is my point. Right? I think this game needs a big burst. This game, that's like maybe the worst possible. I don't mean to be rude, sorry, but like adding a burst or like I've seen people talk about a combo breaker or something. I literally cannot think of a worse suggestion. It's just nah. You just can't. You do 2-2-H, then close L. Oh, I mean yeah, Ufa. If Ufa's a starter, then yeah, but that's different. Oh yeah, one button DPs and supers, by the way. I forgot about that too. You can't name enough defensive mechanics in this video. A burst in this game would be a horrible idea. The game does not need a new defensive mechanic. The game needs its defensive mechanics nerfed, actually. Deadass.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I could
right? Oh, 6XL needs to get nerfed as well, but like 6XL should get nerfed in combination with like 3 really big defensive system mechanic nerfs or something, right?
Okay, look at this stance, bro. I'm not ready.
They're both in it.
FD would also be a terrible idea. Do not give the game a defensive mechanic. I'm begging you. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh my gosh! Immediately teleporting
out. Out.
Nope. Shut it down.
Bonus, but you can burst your combo on top of having DP and BC. Oh my god. Wait, BC looks kind of weak when it's fighting Luane. How on earth to Brave counter mostly? I agree. I think if there's one thing that, like, absolutely mission critical has to happen, Brave counter cannot hard knockdown on counter hit anymore. If there's one fucking change in the entire patch for 2.6, it has to be that one. That's the... If there's one change... No character changes. No other system changes. Fuck it. Don't even give me the new mechanic or id. If there's one change that has to happen, BC needs to not hard knock... It's needed to not hard knockdown on counter hit for 2.5 years. It's been like the #1 change for 2.5 years. Maybe some 6XL nerfs in the early days were more needed. But like, it's been the #1 change that's been needed for 2.5 years. Please, Cygames. I need you to do it. I need you to do it. First clip of the patch draw is going to be a counter hit BC and everyone's going to pop off. Dude, if it doesn't hard knockdown, I'm going to cry, actually. I'm going to jerk my shit live on stream. The one change will be that near skills cost 4x stock. So true, Bestie, because he's broken. He's going to win Evo Japan today, man. CAG 2M, barely whiffing right there. Very big button, right? Cygames, we hear you. Here's push block. My god. I mean, if you nerf a lot of the defensive mechanics, then like maybe, but I think it'll be more fun to have like a combo mechanic or an offensive mechanic. Or some, like, next fuck shit that doesn't even, you know, isn't offense, defense, or neutral somehow. I don't know what that would be. But, you know. Like a new resource to spend on, like, something. I don't know. I'm not a creative game designer guy. You know, I'm doing my best. I'm thinking within a box, for sure. Oh, you could have died, but it's 6XL actually too early there.
Zangief, one combo away from dying.
Okay.
Now as well, another parfait.
So even a throw.
It was not, yeah. Let's get a punish for spot dodging BC. That I disagree with, actually. I think you can go to... BC should still be very strong. But counter hits BC. It is not fair to just be running offense. Sometimes, on some characters, there's nothing you can do to not get counter hit BC. Oh, you're dead to chip. Yeah. You're dead to chip. I don't even know if there was... I mean, my Iggy counterplay is bad. I don't even know. So just being Finnick to move over to YouTube? That's weird. That's weird. But yeah, I think BC is supposed to be very strong, right? Brave points are the most important resource in Granblue, and BC spends one of them. It should be very strong, but it is just not fair to get hard knockdowns. Like, you're just running pressure, and not only is it not your turn anymore, not only do you get safe jumped on, so it's their turn now, but against most of the cast, you also get side swapped. Your offense is over. My offense has started, and it's the complete reversal of fortune, right? And I believe Iggy is checkmate on chip. I believe that, but this is like where, honestly, I just don't lab against Iggy, and I'm stupid for it. Looking forward to Dead Alive 6. Isn't last round garbage? No offense. Didn't they, like, it doesn't have rollback? They, like, aren't there, like, no changes coming? DOA 7, maybe. I mean, listen, I love me some hot women as much as the next guy. But, like, isn't DOA 6 last round? I heard, like, there's no rollback, there's, like, no updates, like, everyone's like, why the fuck did Koei Tecmo even do this? They should have just skipped it and gone to DOA 7, because it's, like, killing the reputation of it. So, it doesn't, from, like, the little I've heard, I don't think I'm super excited for DOA 6 last round. And that does not bode well for DOA 7 either. But, like, I'll keep an open mind. Any Galleons or Anilas left? Fucking Kobeni GIF. I know what you are!
Very clean.
Hope they release a teaser for Season 3 today? That could happen. No rollback, no crossplay, just a lighting update? Bro, I can do it online, man. But yeah, my thing is, I don't know if I would love a Season 3 teaser. I think I am expecting an id trailer. It's about time. Id, by the normal DLC timeline, id should be in a week or two. Right? It should be in a week or two. So, I would expect a trailer here. I'm not going to be, like, terribly surprised if we don't get it, because maybe the timeline's different for this. Oh, you're dead, by the way. Yeah. Swag, walk him down, man. Walk him down. Hold up. Shio's staying alive. It's game point for Zangief's Dream, but yeah, I would expect an id trailer, I think. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be like, what? What are you doing, Cygames? What's wrong with you? But, like, I think if gun to my head, do I think we're going to get an id trailer today? Yeah, I would say so. Right? I would say so. Just a trailer, though. And then character guide and patch notes probably, like, a week and a half from now if we do get the trailer today. Something like that. Id-free DLC would be nice. That would be cool. I don't think it's happening. I think they did announce that he's separate. It's a little scummy, right? They did say that he's separate from the Season Pass, which they wouldn't say unless he was paid, right? So even if you have Season Pass, oh, the overhead, unchecked. Even if you have Season Pass 2, you don't get id right away, which I'm not a big super fan of personally, right? I don't think that's the greatest decision. But oh well, I guess. DOA 7 has got to do better than Tekken 8. All Tekken players I know have gone back to T6 or Rush. Okay, I mean, hold on. I know it's really funny to make Tekken 8 jokes and be like, Tekken 8 dead, oh my god, Season 2 was horrible, Season 3 was horrible. A lot of people have just given up on Tekken 8 entirely, including, like, some big, like, main man, to my understanding, is playing, like, the Season 3 patch was so bad, they turned Main Man Sui into a variety creator, that's insane, man. He's got, like, a second channel now, he's playing, like, fucking Last of Us. Like, what did they do to my guy, right? But, to my understanding, here for number 89, my god, Callie, thank you so much for the continued support. To my understanding, the recent, like, more minor Tekken 8 patch was really good. It was just like a bunch of nerfs. It wasn't enough, but call me stupid. Maybe they're finally understanding? I don't know. Right? Maybe. I mean, I don't wish ill on Tekken players, right? I hope that after 2 straight, just like Season 2 was like they took a fucking shit in the Tekken community's mouth, right, and told them that it was like chocolate pudding, right, and then they spent like the rest of that year kind of just vaguely smearing it around their face, and they were like, all right, I'm gonna take the shit out of your mouth, my bad, Season 3's back to basics, and they put like a vacuum to their mouth to take all the shit out, but it wasn't a vacuum, the vacuum was actually a blower, and it blew more shit into their face. But maybe the emergency patch was pretty good, to my understanding. It was kind of just very Strive 2.0, right? It was just all a bunch of really good nerfs, right? So maybe Tekken 8 will be fine? I don't know. Say hi to Geef? Sure. We'll see, yeah. I wish no ill will on, like, Tekken is fun. I played Tekken 8 a little bit. I don't play it, like, on the channel, but I played a little bit of Tekken. King's cool. I like Tekken. Right? It's like, I hope it's good. I take no pleasure in seeing any, the fighting games, we're a niche genre, man, right? We're a niche genre. Like, I want everyone to succeed. Even games that I don't play, even games that I don't particularly enjoy, like Strive. Strive's a great game, by the way. I've never been able to. I have a lot. It's one of the games I have the most hours in. But I've never been able to get like really into it. Like even like I love to see that everyone loves the Strive 2.0 update. I love to see that Strive finally fixed their tower. I want every fighting game to thrive insanely. I didn't particularly like 2XKO when I played it. I take no pleasure at all in like Riot having some of the worst fucking game mismanagement I've ever seen in history with 2XKO. Right? That makes me mad. I want that game to succeed. I want that game to be big. I want that game to be huge. I want all fighting games to do really well. So I wish the best for Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is a fun game, right? And I want it to be a good game as well. Right? You can be not a great game and be a fun game. Release Rising. Release Rising is a bad fighting game. It's a very... listen, I'm the Rising guy, right? I love Rising. But, like, Release Rising is a bad fighting game. But it's fun. Is 1.0 Rising a good game? Hell no. Is it a fun game? Yeah, I don't know. I had a good time, right? It hooked me enough. So, Rick, when are you gonna get a point redeemed to say hi to Ogre? She's right here. She's been with us the whole time. She says hi. She's here the whole time. You don't have to. You can say hi to her right now. Look. I'm no Tekken hater. That is the biggest community in my local. So when season 2 hit, my local scene practically died for a year. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. Can you make Ogre do a flip? She's so fucking acrobatic, man. All right, okay. I'm excited for this. That was insane. I know he's so talented. I'm excited for this. Hino Kino. I'm gonna lock in. I'm locking in. I'm a Teen Arcana fan. Our games are on live support. No offense. What is that? Is that like Arcana Heart and shit? I genuinely... maybe that proves your point. I do not know what that means. Hello, Grey. Hope Brick is keeping you well fed. I have no choice. I have no choice. Do you give birth to Ogre Cap? She is my actual human daughter. I'll let you decide what that means. Ogre is the GOAT? It's true, man. It's true. The fact that Rising 4.0 had 4 Heavenly Kings was wild, let's be real. And those 4 Heavenly Kings were, like, what's a king to a god? Those 4 Heavenly Kings were completely mogged by the god of the goddess of the video game Nier. It had, like, the Elite 4 and then the Pokemon Champion. Not even. It had the Elite 4 and then, like, Arceus was the final boss. Like, you just had to fight God.
Ready here, guys, for our final game of Wave 1.
Okay, I was gonna say, Tyrant, final game. Tyrant said, all right, pack it up, guys. Pack it up. Tyrant said, top 8's over. Sorry. You heard the big man. Tyrant said, top 8's over. This is our final game. Who wins? I don't know, but we lose. The audience loses. That's for damn sure. Arcana Heart, Nitro plus Blasters, Damon Bride, Damon and Baby, Aquapaza. Those are Team Arcana games. Interesting. I think I've only heard of Arcana Heart and Demon Bride. But, you know, yeah, again, you know. So, Miz took me for Marias once during a JP crew battle. It was funny. Like, did they see you, or is it just that you were both Lances? What's a god to a Matera? Nah, Matera's not that good. Matera's good. Matera is... the more I think about it, the more I think that Matera is actually... If I did have to separate the Hateful Eight, Matera's really strong, but I feel like if I have to separate it into 2 halves, he might be on the lower half of it, actually. He's really good, though. Don't get me wrong. There's still... That tier character still gaps the rest of the game, but... Oh, no, Eustace? Oh, God. Wait, Marias is not a Seox? He's not a Seox? I was told he was a Seox. This is a rare-ass matchup? Yeah, Nier Eustace. When's the last time you saw this, man? This is like a 1.0. Like, this is like Angeal versus, like, fucking Elsa back in the day or something? This is like Angeal Lazy Ruin. Matera isn't top 1. Matera's like top, like, 5. Who cares? He's still very strong, right? We seriously counter-picking a Nier? Does he play Seox normally and he was like, fuck it, Eustace? Like, he probably fights him pretty well. I mean, I assume, if people told me Marias plays Seox, if he picked Eustace, I assume he's doing this for a counter-pick. Uh-oh. Wow, I need to lock in and see what Hinokino's doing, actually. Who's considered top 1 now? I don't think it's a definitive one. I don't think so. I think that Hateful Eight, you can really... You could argue any of them as the best character in the game, in my opinion, right? Fladiva, true! The Hateful Eight being this guy, Eustace, Cagliostro, Matera, Fairy, Grimnir, Vasaraga, Lawayne, and... Did I say Matera? And Beatrix. Yeah. If you wanted to put your balls on my forehead, if you wanted to stick your poop in my mouth and, like, just say, fuck you, streamer, one of those 8 characters is best in the game, I don't really have a good argument against any of them, right? Why do I never see Wilness top 8, but all I see is people screaming for Wilness nerfs? You do see Wilness top 8. He's made quite a few top 8s throughout the Arc World Tour season, even in big tournaments. But also, the reason you see everyone screaming for Wilness nerfs, he's a very good character baseline, even at high level. And then at low level, Wilness is a character that just deletes people, right? It's like a Vasaraga type character. Like he's one of those, like, just you can't make any mistakes or you die type shit. Lucky and Brick Nier is winning. Oh, I got distracted again. Hold. Is Nier honest now? Nier's a little bit worse than honest, but I mean, okay, so he is going back to the Seahawks. I need to, okay, Hinokito, what are you doing, man? Show me some shit. Tell me, some of the Niers have been saying I've been wrong calling Nier bad ever since the Versus patch. For a year and a half now, they've been saying, no, Nier is actually secretly still really good and, like, pretty close to top tier. Show me some shit, man. Show me some shit. Oh, a challenge to wake up. It is crazy. I don't know what it is, but I feel like, I don't know if it's this motherfucker's disrespect. But Nier's, I feel like Nier's match on Wake Up and get away with it more than like any other character. He's solid? I don't think so, man, but I could be wrong. Like, Nier's just match on Wake Up and get away with it. I'm not entirely sure if there's actually a character reason behind that or if people just don't expect it. Yeah, she does do really high damage for sure. Oh, actually didn't spot dodge it in time. Crazy. Oh, rolled it. Oh, but if you roll it, it's still his turn. I see. Fakes the empty hand. Oh, that Eureka is so good for Seahawks. People have been falling for day one Nier shit. Really? Let's see. Let me lock in. This does not look... I guess Seahawks can cancel it, but he can't punish you for spot dodging if he does cancel it, right? So it's not like you have any reason to not just spot dodge the empty hands. That is true. No matter how bad I think Nier is, I don't think he's still a competent character, right? But I agree. I agree. Nier is no exception. That is true. Okay, sure. Yeah, this is I mean, oh yeah, just no respected Deathless Nier a little much. You're dead in one hit from Nier now, right? It doesn't matter that she doesn't have any Brave points, bro. Chip is stacking up. Yeah, the Brave counter again on Chip now. This is what I'm saying. How does this keep happening? Like, this is the he just matches on Wake Up and it works. I don't know. So far, the mate, like, again, I understand it's probably like, you know, Hinokino's really good at being like unpredictable on defense, but this is like the third or fourth time already that I've seen him he just matches on Wake Up and hits people, right? Like, it's just him being really good at, you know, like, I think it's very strong, just like fundamentals, right? Like, it's very strong, just like mixing up your options on defense, but like, I don't know. Her 6XL still seems solid. Yeah, it's still pretty good. It got nerfed, but like, it was insane before, but it's still solid for sure. Not experience against Nier. Maybe she's nearly non-existent. Oh, preemptive Brave counter. Okay, well, she should be dead for sure. Yeah, Gate of Demons, close H, super. Yep, definitely dead. I want the set to go longer because I just want to see more of Hinokino, man. Like, I really want to see. Like, is it just because one thing that I will give to Nier players is it feels like they just listen. Maybe this is a meme, but like, it does feel like Nier players just have better fundies. They kind of need to, right? I want to see if that keeps up. Like, it is just him, like, outguessing, out-RPSing Marias on offense, right? She does get really good reward for her hits, right? Especially if she has death up. So, like, if you can just, like, mash on people on their own offense, and he just knew the spacing, right? Marias just ran up. He was a little short, and Hinokino just reacted perfect. Like, he reacted almost. It's like he was ready for that, right? I mean, he might have been fuzzy mashing, but again, it's just any mistake you make against this guy, you just instantly go to hell. Has nothing to do with Nier right there. Like, the damage is, I guess, right? But it's like he just was. What is this? I don't know. He's just killing him, right? Like, He's just making him look like he doesn't know how to play the game. I don't know. Maybe this is Nier. Like, if I wanted to like, what's the argument for me this being wrong and Nier being really good? Maybe Nier's like pressure and defense situations and the reward she gets on hits is threatening enough that it just makes you play scared, right? Maybe. But I don't think that should be the kind of thing that's happening at top level, right? I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not like this character does like more damage. People don't play this like scared against like Vasaraga, you know? Like, it's not like she does more damage than him. Like, I don't know. He just has the world's best fuzzy mash. You see how early he interrupted that? Again, he's just fuzzy mashing there. You go, oh, he's just fuzzy mashing. But he interrupted that shit on like frame 13. I don't know, right? Like, this is just like incredibly strong fundamental. I don't know. He's just getting outplayed, right? Like, I know this is like the low tier joke, but like, I think he's just better than him. I don't know what to say, right?
very good odds that this person
Am I wrong?
is incredibly
Like, am I crazy to think that, like, watching that set did not make me think, ooh, maybe I'm wrong, and Hirokino has showed me that Nier is better than I thought she was? Nier is not, by the way, it's not unplayably bad, but I think she is, like, probably the second worst or worst character in the game, right? But, like, that just was, like, Hirokino just showed me some of, like, the best Granblue fundamentals I've ever seen, I think, right? That was, like, an Insurgent-level fuzzy mash. What the fuck do you mean he close-age fuzzy mash, but he interrupted the empty-hander, like, before Seox even left the ground? Right? Soul Dragobond, by the way. Papa, I crave cheddar. May I please have a slice? You can have a wave from my daughter. Kind of like Zeron with Charlotta? A little bit, right? Bunny's go insanely far in Granblue. Yeah, he just gapped him, right? Like, he was just... Marias had no idea how to open him up on offense, right? He was mashing on Wake Up and hitting him for it. He baited, like, he multiple times baits on defense. One time he got caught Brave countering, right? He was just out-poking him in neutral. He out-zoned him with what he was fucking on Eustace, right? Like, he beat him on when he was Deathless Nier, right? Now, again, we'll see, right? Gamera, I think, is going to be a real interesting test. I do want to see, because, I mean, Gamera has been making some questionable decisions. Yes and no. Again, I think, I take that back immediately, actually. Like, yes, I think the Meg was a little interesting, but I see what it was going for. I think it was just Kasa Usagi being, like, maybe the best player in the world today. Any one of these guys, right? Jing, I don't know. Marias, I don't know, right? Hirokino, honestly, I don't know either, but he's starting to convince me. Of, like, Gamera, Kasa Usagi, Zangief, Dream, Shio, if they're having a good day, any one of them can just, if they're playing on the higher end of their bell curve, any of them can be the best player in the world, right? Like, they're that tier of player, right? At their best, they are in talks for the best player in the world, right? Koji is right up there, too, for example. There's a lot of characters. Space, I think, is really, like, Europe gets underrated. I think Space, when Space is on a roll, Space looks like the best player in the world sometimes, right? There are a lot of players like that. So, like, I think Kasa Usagi just looked like he was the best player in the world in the set with Gamera, genuinely. Hi, Brick. Who are we rooting for? I've been out of Granblue for a while. That's a good point. I actually haven't thought about that. Who do I want to win this? There's no, like... Honestly, Hinokino. Yeah. Hinokino. I'm rooting for the Nier. Because, like, Gamera, I mean, it's cool, right? Kasa Usagi is Fairy. I have no problem against Fairy, but it's not like a big body or something really. There's not, like, a big body in here, basically. Yeah, I think I'm rooting for Nier, obviously. Yeah, I want Nier to win. Right? I think it'll create some interesting discourse. Again, from what I've seen, from the one game I've seen, I want to go back and, honestly, especially if Hinokino wins this, which, I mean, if he keeps playing like that, he might, right? If Hinokino wins this, I want to go back and watch his pools matches and stuff. I just want to see. Now, about Evo Japan, Granblue, who do you got winning the Kentucky Derby? Oh, recap. I'm sorry, I don't know any actual American racehorses. Or, I mean, the Kentucky Derby's probably international, right? But I feel like Marias didn't throw enough. He's trying to do a lot of throw bait and frame trap, stagger pressure, but he wasn't really representing throw. I mean, I think it's just, it's the kind of thing where it looks on paper like it's like, well, Marias just doesn't know how to run offense. But I think what really happened, like what it felt like to me is just Hinokino was incredibly unpredictable on defense, right? Like, he just mashed on Wake Up sometimes. He didn't. At some other times, he stayed perfectly still for like 10 seconds sometimes. Is like one of the greatest fuzzy match in that set, at least. He had one of the best fuzzy matches I've ever seen, right? His reactions were on point. I think it was less like, oh, well, Marias played his offense badly. Of course, he could have done it even better and been even more like, it's always, there's an arms race, right? But I think that was really just, I was like, Hirokino just, I think, outplayed him. Like, Hirokino's defense was just really good. No one expects the Wake Up match at 1 HP. I mean, some people do. Like, the weird thing is, yes, they do. Like, if there's a time people expect the Wake Up match, it's right there, right? But he didn't there, right? I don't know. I'll play Devil's Advocate and root for Geef? For Geef? Delayed by work doesn't surprise me. Eustace is kind of goated. I got him to master. I felt like there just aren't many weaknesses in his kit. Yeah. If Eustace has a weakness, and he does. Obviously, no meterless DP is a big one, but that is... I mean, there are a lot of good characters in this game that don't have meterless DPs, but it still counts. And then also his non-grenade damage when he's not in the corner is like real bad. It's like even with meter, he can't do. It's like Jita bad, right? It's honestly worse than Jita in a lot of cases because Jita will at least get better corner carry than he will without grenade. So he's like straight up like some bottom 1 tier shit without grenade. But it kind of doesn't matter that much when it's like, okay, well, he puts grenade on you and he's like Zeta level, right? So yeah. I thought Belial's Dustloop just has NA under weaknesses. I don't know if that's true. I mean, it depends. Belial doesn't have like a huge glaring weakness, right? Yeah, he doesn't have a huge glaring weakness. Yeah, I guess. Like, Belial's only weakness is not having like a 50. Like, Belial's weakness is not having like some more like top tier tools, I guess, right? Like, Belial's weakness is like he doesn't have a 50-50. You know what I mean? Belial's weakness is like he doesn't have like Vasaraga damage or like like straight mix or things like that. He's an incredibly strong mid dispenser. With a command grab, like he has some mental stack, but he doesn't have like actual mix, right? But he's really good though. You're saying he's honest? I think that word doesn't really mean anything. I think it's really hard to look at like Belial's 2M and Far H and say they're honest. He doesn't have mix. 2B corner is pretty bad too. What are we talking about? 2B in the corner, like for defense? No. Well, 2B. I mean, if you count no skill gauge, sure. But even just 2B doing like close M, close M, close M, H is like more damage than Eustace gets, right? For even with meter probably. But yeah, you're right. If you're counting like no skill gauge, no meter. But 2B also can extend with meter and skill gauge very well. The thing about Eustace is if he doesn't have red grenade up, he can't even extend with meter, right? Like, think about it. Like, Eustace, even with 100 meter, the best he can do is Raging Strike, right? And yeah, that's not bad. That's also why that weakness doesn't feel as bad, because there's a system mechanic that nullifies it a little bit, right? But, you know, a character that can get what Eustace gets for a Brave Point and 25 meter for no resource at all, that is a difference. It does matter, right? But yeah, even with 100 meter, Eustace can, like, what? He can, like, use slow kill you into 6XL or something, right? He does nothing. Mark, this is good news. Can finally BBs. I feel like if anything, most of his buttons feel shorter than average, but like 6-frame far M and 9-frame far H. Eustace does not have a 6-frame far M. He has he has a 8-frame far M and a 7-frame 2M. But his 2M is really good. His far M is fine. His far M is Belial. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Belial has rushdown, but like Belial is not a mid-ranger in the same way that like Catalina and Percival are. Belial's like a more aggressive. Like Belial is more of a Gran. Like Gran has better buttons in terms of mid-range too. But yeah, Belial's more of a rushdown archetype with his buttons. I mean, his far H lunges him at you really fast, right? So I guess you could argue that, yeah, maybe Belial can't play, like, he's very good at just getting in your face, but yeah, maybe he can't play the mid-range as well in some cases, but it's about to be the worst 1-hour nap of my life. I blame you, Brick. What the fuck did I do, man? I woke up, and Floyd Mayweather, he's got a post, he says, fuck, what did he say? I forget everyone except fuck 50. He faked, no, it wasn't Kanye, was it Rick Ross? Regardless, blah, 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 fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say fuck me for? What did I do, man? Go wake up at 4:30, bro.
4 or 5 characters that he's able to play.
I don't know, man. Fucking skill issue. We considered, like, I don't know, managing your time better, taking a nap beforehand. You could have napped before Evo Japan, you freak.
In loser side, it's going to be even more difficult. Going up against Jing here, been looking solid as well.
Of all the Shoto-esques, it's like Belial's tipping that rushdown scale a lot. Yeah, Belial is probably the most rushdown of like those Shoto kind of characters. Even more than Gran. Even more than, not even more than EX Gran, probably, but even more than Gran. What do you do when you know they know you want to DP on their pressure? Depends. I would say, you know, if you know that they know that you wanna, but do they know that you know that they know that you wanna, and do they know that you know that you are going to? It's a big difference between they know you wanna and they know you're gonna, right? You know what? You know what's really cool? Something actually that really inspired me genuinely is I watched the Kimono Michi with Mena RD and fucking Daigo, like everyone else did, right? Daigo is genuinely inspired. It is crazy. Daigo hit Mena with like fucking 30 wake up DPs in a first attempt, right? It was like I just don't know. I mean, it's called the Ume Shoryu for a reason. But like I just don't know how the fuck he did that, right? Like it genuinely makes like to see him hitting like maybe the best Street Fighter. I mean, probably the best Street Fighter 6 player in the world.
I could see that going down.
Maybe the best Street Fighter player in history. I don't know what. I'm not huge into Street Fighter, but Mena seems very strong, right? And he definitely has some accolades. To see him hitting him with wake up DP like 30 times. I mean, if he can do that to Mena, I can figure out how to DP more on my defense for sure, right? Daigo winning every round 1 in 16 games. Did he actually? He could just easily get away with DPs. I can respect that. I don't know how. It felt like his DPs should have gotten predictable at some point, but they just never did. I don't think Mena blocked like 1 or 2 out of like 40 DPs or something. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Mena, spoiler, Mena won the set, right? If you cared at this point, you've watched it. But like it was genuinely insane. Like, I've never seen anyone be that good with the reversal, like ever in any fighting game in history. Maybe I don't know about Daigo, man. I literally don't. I don't know his ball. Sassy lost child, so true, man.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh,
Saw two sides of this debate where one side was glazing the Ume shorties, the other was claiming the meta just didn't want to second-guess offense and didn't care about getting wake-up DP. I mean, you could say that, but, like, when you get wake-up DP, like, Akuma, you just lose your turn, right? Like, maybe Mena was like, I can win these anyway, but, like, if Mena could block them, he would have, right? Like, if you were doing that shit to Mena RD, right, and you got predictable, Mena would block your DP and kill you when you're playing Akuma? Right? Like, it's not like Mena just goes, well, I could block these, but I'm not gonna. It just didn't, like, the risk reward didn't feel worth it, right? So maybe he did decide to just take them, but that's, even if that is what happened, that's a credit to Daigo, right? Level 2 did a lot of work that set. I mean, Akuma, Fireball, and Dive Kick, and Adamant Flame pokes, like, they're both playing strong characters, right? I think it's really stupid when I see people going like, congratulations, Blanca level 2. It's like, okay, you don't know how fighting games work. Awesome, good job. These are two of the best players in the world. Daigo, by the way, I think Daigo really got rejuvenated. He was looking like that to Caliber for sure, right? Two of the best players in the world playing two of the best characters in the game, right? Like, people, Blanca level 2 is so broken. Yeah, but, like, Akuma was, like, able to poke with Adamant Flame because for some reason, his, like, best combo starter is safe on block and half screen and unreactable. Right? And he, like, Dive Kick was really good, and, like, his Fireball is insane. Yeah, they're using the tools, like, Daigo's Fireball game is crazy, but, like, Mena's level 2 game is crazy, right? Like, it's really silly. I think it's one of the, I'm not surprised people are doing it, but it's one of the dumbest things I've seen coming out of that, for sure. Owie. Okay. Anyway, time for Granblue. Enough about Daigo Umehara. Look at this. Counter hit BC into side swap is so silly, man. It's just, we can't be doing this for another year, side games. I'm begging. Oh, nice. Yeah. This is why, again, Cagliostro is still a hateful 8th level character for sure, don't get me wrong. But this is why that 2-2H, grounded 2-2H nerf matters, right? Because grounded 2-2H from Cag used to be a plus on block combo starting throw bait, right? That was very hard to actually do anything about. Now if you block it, you get a throw punish. And she has to resort to that J2-2H a lot more, and that's still a really good move, but like, if they don't bite, right? If you run up in 2-2H, like grounded 2-2H, and they don't bite, used to be plus, right? And you get a fucking side swap on them too if you were in the corner. Now if you run up in J2-2H and they don't bite, you die, right? So, okay. You can get away with it on, like, ranked and shit, but, like, good players offline, if you whiff your J2-2H like that, they're gonna kill you for it most of the time. You think they'll hit BC more? They fucking better. System mechanic changes are coming out on the id patch, and again, I said it before, I'll say it again. If there's one fucking line, if there's one change in the entire patch, if the whole patch can only have one change in it, it has to be Yessie. Right? Oh, drop the combo, but got the punish, but no! Oh no! Jing, no! No, you got the fucking punish! You fucked it up! You could have close H even, I think. Can Cat do that? Close M at least. The auto combo was weird though. Close M would have worked for sure, I think. But it's one of those spur of the moment things, right? But yeah, if there's one change in the entire patch, it has to be that BC doesn't hard knockdown on counter hit anymore. I would hope for more changes, but if there's gonna be one, this is priority number one by a metric ton, by a landslide, free, no competition. BC has to not hard knockdown on counter hit anymore. Right? I can feel the nerves. It's, you know, lights are bright. I'm not familiar with Jing either, but like, I mean, you want to talk about just without even knowing who Jing is. No offense. Who do you think? Who here has more big stage experience, especially in Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising? The guy who won Arc World Tour last month, or Jing? No offense. Jing is great. Obviously, he's an Evo Top 8 Japan. Like, if nerves are gonna be hitting either of them harder, I gotta assume that Zangief Dream is feeling a little better here. Okay, Catalina getting Catalina damage and corner carry. That's how it is. This is good. I mean, one more hit. Can Cat kill from here? I mean, this would be a pretty good starter. Oh, now she can. I probably kills off even a close L is my guess. Oh! Oh, the air stole! Oh, no! Okay. See, even there, right? Zangief Dream trying to be tricky with it, but like, that J2-2H on Cagliostro, right? It's a really good move, but it's not omnipotent, right? Like, there's a lot of counterplay to it. What makes a U skill refund? If it hits as a link, not a cancel. So either if it hits raw as not part of a combo, or if it's part of a combo, but you were plus enough that your character fully recovered, and then you started the U skill. At that point, it will refund 25% of its of the meter, so it'll be 25 meter instead of 50, and it'll do a lot more damage. U-skills get a big cancel penalty. U-skills will also refund 12.5% of their meter on block, regardless if it was a cancel or not. Jing is the Catalina in Japan. Again, I don't mean to like. Obviously, Jing. You know how I know Jing is really fucking good at Granblue because he's in top 8 of Evo Japan, right? But I'm just saying, yeah. Like Zangief Dream is again, he's a whole other beast. There's an exception for UDPs. Yes, UDPs, no matter what happens, always cost 50 and never refund. They do still get the damage buff if you hit them raw, though, or if you hit them as a link, right? UDPs do still suffer from the 40% U skill cancel penalty, even if they don't. So there is still a benefit to linking UDPs instead of canceling it too.
I like when we're recognizing if maybe we're too late to try to make that approach for 2H, we're opting for
There's certain exceptions like UDPs that don't refund. They ask the gist of it. Yeah.
Are you actually pressing a button while landing here? So
Okay. Oh, nice. Nice use of enchanted lands. All right, hold on. We got to set in our hands. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Maybe locked in on Granblue, but let me lock in on the match. Let me lock in on the match. Oh, dude, nice. He's been so good at, like, stopping. A lot of the times, Cagliostro and Zangief's Dream is no exception, right? Like, the character is hard to pin down, even for the best players in the world. So, like, you know, Zangief's Dream will just, like, scramble around. He'll air stall with traps. He'll air stall with JU. He'll, like, you know, he'll fucking do the 2-2U sometimes. Yeah, like the U trap especially. J2-2Hs, J2-2Ms, whatever. Like, you know, there's enough going on there that you can't, even the best players in the world can get a little flustered sometimes. But I will say, one of the many things to Jing's credit right now, he has been really good at, like, holding down all the squirreliness coming out from Zangief's Dream, right? Every whiff J2-2H gets punished, even if we drop the combo sometimes, right? Even trying to super jump out of the corner there, not allowed, right? Any, like, weird air stall shenaniganry hasn't really worked yet. But the penis explosion chamber is weaker, but it's still there, man. It's still there. It's still they call it the penis explosion chamber for a reason. Cagliostro, one of the, you know, this must be those militant trans people the Republicans keep making up in their heads. Cagliostro forcibly putting cisgenders in the penis explosion chamber. Radical bottom surgery. It's a funny, Kag's Japanese voice, the pissed Japanese voice for Kag sounds funny. What? Okay. I don't know the exact hitbox. I'm pretty sure Cat close HM is similar to Vera, where it's exceptional at beating anti-airs. Yes, yes. That's why when Jing dropped that combo, he tried to go close LL to punish the J2-2H. I'm pretty sure close LM would have worked for sure, but it's one of the things where I would have thought auto combo worked for sure too, and so did he, right? Someone at work is going to be like, what the fuck is this bitch watching? You just have me on the fucking speaker. Someone clip that? There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't say anything wrong. I'm saying they made it up in their heads. Yeah, got it. Oh, tried to intercept her on the way, and when you hit Cagliostro, those traps go away, right? But little stutter step, little twinkle toes there by Zangief's Dream, and makes him regret it. Went to Twitter right now. What do you mean there will be a Bleach collab? A Bleach for who? Lazy! What's going on, Lazy? Long time no talk, man. It's always the risk with the Brickster on what the fuck you're gonna hear. You see there's a near in top 8 here, Lazy. In Granblue? Wait, the gotcha, right? Hi, Lazy. Everyone say hi, Lazy. Yeah? Okay, okay, okay. That's cool. I'd be down to read some Bleach at some point. It's the only one of the big 3 that I never touched. I'd be down to read the manga, I think. Howdy, howdy. Yes, I did hear near in top 8. Hidokino was cooking insanely, too. He 3-0'd his first match. I guess day 3. I don't know how they identify. They 3-0'd their first match in top 8. Is Inoki's still in? Yeah. Not only are they in, they no offense to Maraisu, but like they kind of destroyed him. Right. Kind of destroyed him. Probably lately it might be the better of the big 3. I've heard a lot of good stuff, and 1,000-Year Blood War is happening. Like I'm almost done rereading the Dragon Ball manga. I'm definitely down to start Bleach up again. I don't really have a manga to read right now. Man's gonna be a Soul Reaper, so true. Ow, ow. It's a lot. Are you dead? Ah, she does so much damage. You're dead. What was that? Was that a close L starter? I think it was, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, everyone always tells me like they think that Beatrix's super does more damage, and it doesn't, right? It's one of the higher. It's like it's in the second damage bracket, but like it's standardized damage, right? For me, that is Far L. Oh, fun. For me, that's Cagliostro. Cagliostro's super feels like it just does more damage than other supers. I know it does. I know it doesn't. In fact, Cag might have a 4K super, not a 4.5K. I'm not sure. But like, it just feels like Cag super does 7K. I don't know how to describe it. Rick, I have a manga rec. Hop on Rosario plus Vampire, please. You know, a friend of mine in university, who I'm not super close with anymore, he read that shit and he recommended it, but he was also, he kind of like, he enjoyed a lot of weird mangas, so it kind of turned me off. I'll talk about high damage supers and let's talk about Grimnir. Yeah, which also, again, is only 4,500, but it feels like it does a lot, right? It was 6XL into Far L. Gotcha. At least in my top 10 anime series, it's that good shit. Okay, okay. I'm down. I think I was already planning on doing it, but with all these positive recommendations and 1,000-Year Blood War being a thing, I think I'm definitely down to Oh, Granblue is this gag character? Yeah.
5 Ls.
Ooh, 2L, close L, close H for extra Whoa, I didn't know she could do that. That's a nice little optimization. Bleach is great. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely down to, as soon as I'm done with the super manga, because I'm almost done with the Boo Saga, and then I'm going to go through and read the super manga again. I'll definitely get on Bleach, man. I'll hop on Bleach. That was a really nice, that was just like as optimized as it gets, I think. Dude, hold on, okay, wait, Jing? I tried to be like, even when I was saying like, you know, which one of them has more big stage experience, I was even like, okay, but no disrespect to Jing. Even still, I think I've been disrespectful. Hold up. Just because Jing maybe doesn't go to as many international events, I should not be sleeping on this guy. He's got a. So for a note, anime 1000 Year Blood War is gonna be a bit different from manga. To my understanding, they were planning to patch some of the weaknesses of the manga. Ooh, that's nice. I'll read the manga first anyway. But. That was a great combo from Jing. I didn't even know that Cat could do 2L, 5L, 5H like that if you didn't have enough. Obviously, as the combo goes on, your knockback skilling is going to make it so that's impossible. That's what the second time he only did close L, close H, right? I didn't even know you could do it ever. So. Every time I try to optimize that route like that, I always flub it. I mean, I assume the spacing is really tight, right? Because you have to be close enough that your 2L hits, but not far away enough that your 2L doesn't link into close L, doesn't link into close H. 1000 Year Blood War anime is arguably better than the manga as someone who read it. You know, I might do Porque no los dos. Once I move in with my buddy next month, we're gonna watch JJK, I think, and then maybe we'll watch some 1000 Year Blood War. Jing doing a very good job of keeping Zangief Dream in this mid range too, right? Yeah, I think it's one of the more subtle things that's happening, but like with Jing's movement and the buttons he's threatening and how good he's been at anti-airing and stopping like neutral skip attempts with teleports, especially the air teleport, right? I think it feels like a lot of these neutral interactions are just kind of going Jing's way, but like the secret sauce behind that has been how good Jing is at holding Zangief Dream at the space he wants him to be, right? Like Cagliostro buttons are very good, but even Cagliostro cannot consistently compete with Cat 2M, Cat Far M, Cat Far L if she's always held at that perfect kind of spacing, right? So like this is like that is the thing that I think is like subtly giving Jing a lot of these rounds in the 2 games that he's won, is that he's just so good at keeping, like, this is what you have to do on these mid-rangers, right? He's so good at keeping Zangief in that exact mid-range where Catalina dominates, right? Once you get the 1000 Year Blood War, watch the anime. I'll do both, probably. You also need the dash momentum to carry you close enough so you get close H after the close L. That's really cool. That's even cooler than I thought. As I said earlier, I feel like Zangief's under more pressure because we know Jing has the underdog buff. Zangief's coming in as the favorite. It's his to lose from the common public perspective, which is hard as hell to keep calm. True, but Zangief Dream at this point, he's got a lot of big stage experience in Granblue at least. Right? Yeah, I don't think Zangief's slow. I think he's just taking a breath. Gotta take notes. I mean, this is the kind of neutral that's hard to copy, right? Like this kind of movement. It's like head movement in boxing. You can see a guy fucking slipping everything, but you know, it's hard to just go, all right, now I'm gonna do that. It's just a really good understanding of the space of what his opponent wants to do, right? Like when Zangief wants to run away, he pushes up. When Zangief wants to close in, he holds space with his buttons and pushes back when necessary. And then he's also, like, he's established the anti-air really well as well. Oh no, why'd you mash there? That's like plus a billion. Wait, that's weird. Was that, I mean, maybe he was just trying to fuzzy match. I think he just probably fuzzy matched and Zangief Dream put a little delay in, but what are you doing? In Evo Japan losers? In losers of Evo Japan top 8 with your life on the line? Zangief Dream! There are nerves happening? I don't know if it's nerves. I think he just put it all on the line and it didn't work. I don't think that was nerves. I think, like, that's a conscious decision, right? I think he just fucked it up. I think he just fucked it up. He took a huge risk and it didn't pay off, right? Yeah, exactly. He went for the hardest of hard reads. He had the confidence in his read and he just didn't have it. Zangief's nightmare, yeah. Also, Dagon, thank you very much for the 7 months, big dog. Much appreciated. Thank you for all the continued support, guys. Again, I'm sorry. I know the channel's taking a bit of a backseat to my job. After I hopefully pass this test on Monday, you're going to get whiplash. We're going to go right back up to 3 videos a day, shorts, more high-effort videos, 4-hour streams, not randomly missing streams. I want to grow the channel, and I want to give you guys, you know, all you guys have been supporting me for so long, and I want you to just, like, you know, have this little drip feed of content. Ooh, that was a good 2U though. Yeah, that was nice. The 2U whiff punish. This is the kind of whiff punishing we talk about, right? Like that was not reactive. That was like he walked up, made Jing think he was in range, walked back out of the range of the far L, whiff punish with 2U before he even saw it happening. He just assumed it was gonna go on, right? It's that space control. Fuzzy close H? I mean, if you're gonna fuzzy match, you might as well, right? It's the highest reward. We saw Hinokino doing that too. Fuzzy close H, right on Seahawks. This is scary. Zangief Dream! Zangief Dream! I would say going into this, I mean, Zangief Dream is one of your favorites, if not the favorite, to win the whole thing, and he's gonna stay alive! In fact, I shouldn't have spoken so soon, Cagliostro. You can never fucking count this character out, man. What happened? I was talking about it like Zangief Dream, your favorite, probably to win the whole thing, and he's just out. He, you know, one clip. He got clipped by one thing with the traps up. I got her back to the wall, and he died from 60%. Right. Oh, man. What happened? I looked away for 5 seconds. Gag got, it was a back throw, right? He got a back throw with the trap up, and he just died. I'm a newcomer, though. Your guide on getting better. I'm a newcomer through your guide on getting better, and it's made me really want to commit to this game. And it makes me very happy to hear, Cloud Harris. You know that? I'm really happy. That guide is now my most viewed video. And it feels good because guide content, like when I first put that out, it did fine, but it didn't do as well as some of the other, like, sloppier, like the what your Granblue main says about you or something like that. But over time, I mean, guide content is kind of more evergreen, right? So like it's slowly been gaining views, and now it's my most viewed channel video, which is really happy. That makes me really happy because I put so much work into that. Like, of all the video, like that was like 2 weeks of work. So I'm really happy that people enjoy it a lot. Bro, this is your fault? I'm surprised. I'm shocked. The back throw incident? It was like, I mean, Cagliostro is the back throw incident, right? Rick, I wanted to know I took you to the bathroom with me. Nice cock and or vagina and or something else. I don't know. Still only an hour in of editing the Gallia matchup chart video. I feel you, lazy. I feel you. You'll get there, man. You just gotta, honestly, you just gotta sit, like, with the ranked video, or, like, with the guide video, it took me, like, I did a lot of editing in one day, and then I kind of did a little bit for a few days, then another day I just went, like, did, like, another 8 hours and just got through it, you know, like, for me, at least, the motivation comes in bursts. I don't know if I have ADHD, but some of my friends seem to think I do, and they thought I was autistic, a little bit, and I think they're right, too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Apparently, it's not, a lot of stuff that I thought, apparently, it's not normal to have a favorite spoon. I'm not gonna TikTok doctor myself, but apparently having a favorite spoon and having, like, sensory issues with food and shit means that you might be slightly neurodivergent. I'm not gonna try and steal Valor, though. If it is a spectrum, I'm relatively high functioning. Anyway, this is, I don't know. I'm talking about my ass. One of them divergences. But the spoon never lies. I thought everyone had a favorite. Like, I mean, it sounds like I'm LARPing. I thought everyone had a favorite spoon. I didn't realize that it was that weird for me to have a spoon that I like to eat with, and I don't like how the other spoons feel in my hand or mouth. I feel with the motivation, I have a story I want to write, and it's hard to get myself to write it. Ooh, yeah. Especially with creative stuff like that, right? It's always tough. Alright, Hinokino Gamera, I need to see this. Because, no offense to Maraisu at all, he's obviously very good, but, like, it did just feel like Hinokino was just outplaying him, right? If he does the same thing to Gamera, I have to start going, alright, well, what are the odds? What's more likely? That Hinokino is 3 times as good at Granblue as Gamera is, and I've just never seen him before? Or that it's something about Nier that is letting him get away with this? If he does the same shit to Gamera, I'm gonna have to say that, like, I need to take another look at Nier, right? Straight up, like, if it looks like he's just outplaying Gamera at every turn like it did with Maraisu, then the character is doing something, right? The character is making Gamera, like, scared, or the risk-reward is making him play bad, or something. I'm not sure. The favorite spoon is valid. I'm diagnosed, though, so fair enough. I'm not diagnosed. I don't think I really much care to, because even if I am, like, if whether I am or I'm not, the way I live my life is the way I live my life, and, like, all the little mechanisms and stuff that I've figured out how to be productive, like, things like that, it works for me regardless, right? It would be interesting. Like, it'd be interesting just for the sake of it, but I don't think I necessarily care too much. Hinokino's playing the tournament of his life. Hino tends to top at around 32nd place, and here's his favorite character. Even 30 seconds crazy. But yeah, like, I mean, he played, again, when he played Maraisu, I don't know if you watched the game, Lazy. I assume you did. It just looked like he, to me, maybe I'm just not seeing the Nier magic. It just looked like, yeah, Nier did a lot of damage, so he got a lot of reward, but it just looked like he just out-fundamentals him in every single interaction. Like, it just looked like he got gapped, like, straight up. Skill gap, right? I think one of the things that one of my friends disagreed, they're like, you can't, to be fair, like, apologies if this is, like, ignorant. They didn't mean it. I don't really understand how it works either, right? But, like, basically they were like, wait, you can't be autistic. You don't struggle with social situations, right? Sandalphon, that's not Nier. I mean, that's a way better character. But what basically that was like, my understanding is apparently I have I'm pretty good in social situations, but when examined, I think I've realized that I have taught myself how to do that. When I ask a lot of my more, like, obviously neurotypical friends, like, why they do certain things certain ways in, like, social situations, they just go, I don't know, it just makes sense. And I go, what? You don't have, like, an explanation? You don't have, like, a reasoning and a system you've made? Which apparently is also not normal. Anyway, Sandy versus Ilsa. I mean, this is... Sandy is... I mean... Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to see Hinokino show me, like, near being the best character in the game. But, like, yeah, Sandy's real good. Right? They also would just kill Nier. I believe it 100%, but I was very curious to see what he could do. Sandy's a really strong. I think this character. This is in NA at least. It feels like this might be the most Is it the most underrated character in the entire game? I feel like. I think a lot of I feel like in EU and in Japan both they kind of give this guy his flowers a little bit. All right. I feel like in NA a lot of people think this character is like mid or like okay. Right. This is. If you count Sieg as a Shoto, which I guess you can, Beatrix obviously not, right? If you count Sieg as a Shoto, this might be the second best Shoto in the game right now, right? Like, if it wasn't such a zoner heavy meta, I would give it to Catalina and Percival over him, but like, if we count Sieg as a Shoto, I think this is the second best Shoto in the game. Like, I think he's really, really good right now, right? That's Dragon Get, I think? I don't think so, man. I think Sandy is really strong. I think Sandy is like a low top tier character. This character just has... like a very strong toolkit. I think people really underestimate his 2-2 series as like a really good poke, a really good zoning and anti-zoning option. He has really good mid-screen damage. The elements, people really like to shit on them like they don't do anything, but it does provide him like a variety in different matchups that like almost no other character has, right? Wind is really good in zoning matchups, water is really good in certain pressure situations, and it just like bullies characters that don't have fireballs. Fire just makes him like a really good Shoto, and Earth is much more specific, right? But like in certain corner pressure situations, or in particular against like Beatrix, Vasaraga, and Vayne, it's quite good, right? He's very good, very good. It's weird to say you can't be autistic because you're more sociable than others when autism is so varied as a whole. Hey, it's misunderstood, right? Like, my friend was not trying, like, they are, like, ignorant. I'm ignorant about I don't know what autism is either, right? I think a lot of people are. Like, they just more so, they're thinking in heuristics. It's not their fault, I don't think. They certainly didn't mean it in any kind of way. They just figured, like, that was a thing that often, when you hear about autism, you often hear about, like, people who are maybe they have difficulty making eye contact, or they have difficulty understanding emotions or social cues, and this is not something that my friends experience with me. But I think it's something that I've kind of taught myself how to do over time. Good job, Hinokino. Air pressure is also pretty good, yeah. Hi, Brick, watched your encyclopedia and got master for the first time. Thanks, dude. Person X, shout out, man. Congratulations, congratulations. They're learnable skills, yeah.
Otherwise, everything else hits relatively the same outside of damage.
Yeah, Earth Fireball got buffed, right? Earth got buffed. Earth probably got the most buffs. It was probably the worst, though, so it's good, right? I think water was like fire was just always good. Light was always good. I think wind was good in certain use cases, and water was good in certain use cases. They made both of them better in those use cases. But Earth is the one that feels like it actually just is like a lot better now. It's still the worst of the 5, I think, for sure. But it's a lot better. Like it's not as crazy. Oh, dude, his buttons are so good too. I get it. This is how crazy complex the human mind is. Yeah, I don't understand whether I'm autistic or not. I don't know what it is either. Right? So. But yeah, man, don't sleep on Sandy. This character is very strong. It's like a top 15 character at worst. It's the problem where I think all the diagnostic criteria kind of assumes you're a child, basically. You're dead? Yeah, dude, that Ilsa nuke, by the way. Yeah. There are a lot of things where you can auto, or you can basically set up an auto time where if you throw them immediately, it times perfectly to combo off it, right? I think I'd rather Earth only 236 M and H be changed, and keep L as like a short range option with less recovery, maybe. Thoughts on Ilsa, by the way? I think this character's far M and 2 armor are very crazy good and hard to counter poke. Yeah. Her buttons are quite good. This is the best hit confirm tool in the game, right? It's a safe, incredibly high reward tool. Her laser is very good. The 2-2U setup is quite strong. I feel like Ilsa is good. He's good. Ilsa is not, again, like, Ilsa, I don't know exactly how good I think Ilsa is, right? But Ilsa, I think, is quite strong. I think Ilsa is quite strong. This move right here, it's the combination of meterless, works off of all of her buttons, and completely safe if you... Oh, nice, man! Caught him with the preemptive BC. The combination of that Rekka being... safe, working off all of her buttons, and incredibly high damage, and putting her back in her best situation against most of the cast. That is maybe the best hit confirm tool in the entire game, right? I think Ilsa's underrated. I don't think so. Easy top 10 contender. Maybe. I think usually I go like, oh, who cares if it's top 10 or top 11? There is a difference in this game, I think, between like top 8 and top 9, right? But yeah, I think Ilsa's probably somewhere in there. I do think Ilsa and Semlafon are both very strong, I think. Ilsa is top 8 IMO? Maybe. Maybe. I think I would probably place her, if you, gun to my head, Ilsa's rail gun to my head. I'll put her in the tier right below all the Hateful Eights. Probably the same place I put this guy too, by the way. That's where, you know, Willness goes there too. Zeta goes there now, probably, right? She gets so much damage off Raging Strike, Raging Chain confirms. Yeah, it's true. It kind of is, like, it can be fake on some characters, because, like, well, everyone gets damage off Raging Strike, Raging Chain. But the way that Ilsa's Rekka works with combo limit, and the way that you can, like, use her 2U and shit like that to link, she gets a lot. Like, she gets a notably higher amount of damage off RSRC than, like, most of the rest of the cast, right? Letting you know I still hate Willness so much as a design, gameplay-wise. Too bad he's fun. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked, idiot. Haha. Most Sandys I fight aren't scary and play super boring. Fair. Most Shotos are, you know, most Shotos you fight are not going to be super scary. He's in that water fireball for pressure. Here's what you think of Lancelot since I'm learning the game through him. I don't have a super well-established opinion on Lancelot. I think after they buffed him, there's a lot of really strong things that he does. Like, in a vacuum, I can say that, like, the medium fireball Oki is really good. His, like, you know, all the wall jump, like, high-low nonsense is really strong, right? His Eureka is really good. His fireball is a very good neutral skip. They made his 2-2 a lot better. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not confident saying with my chest, like, Lancelot's like an amazing character or something like that. He very well might be. But I feel like I don't still fully understand how it comes together into a full character. Not saying it doesn't, saying I don't have a great conception. I couldn't explain to you how Lancelot's entire kit and game plan folds into a character. So I could very easily see Lancelot being incredibly strong, but I'd think about it more, basically. Come to Lance Court, we'll teach you the sauce. Mira, what do you think of Lance? I trust your Lance opinion pretty heavily.
Can't believe I got that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's just crazy. The fire fucking thing into run up back throw. Yeah. This rise is going full on elements. He's making a statement and defying the meta. Sandy's elements are good, man. I've been saying it forever. Like, yes, obviously is there a drawback, but like all of Sandy's elements are strong, man. I don't know what to tell you. Hino is beating Gamera with, like, almost, like, he's been in Light Fawn maybe the least. Earth Fawn the least, probably. Light Fawn second least or something. Or Wind, I guess. I'm using Wind. Wind's not super good in this matchup. I guess it can be if you're really having a hard time getting in on the lasers, but, like, Sandy has a gun, right? Sandy's U fireballs, another really underrated thing about him, I think. It's why I think in this summoner meta, I would put him as better than Catalina, probably. This thing is so fucking fast. It's just so hard to zone Sandy when he has meter. Like, that I call it the gun for a reason. The thing from full screen hits you in, like, 13 frames or some shit. Talked about nerfing BC earlier. Does that mean BC base should be modified? Nope. BC, if it make it hard, not hard knockdown on counter hits, and everything else can be the same, it'll still be very strong. Nothing else needs to be nerfed in compensation. Water is definitely the best here, so you can ignore the lasers. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, right, because her lasers are only one hit. Even her EX isn't though, right? But she almost never uses it. Having extra tools is good. To have a 1k HP difference is worth having some extra tools for the matchup. Yeah, and you get the tools right away. You only pay the health cost if you get hits. Oh, damn, nice. Little delay, right? Caught him delay tech and caught him fuzzy matching. He goes straight to hell. That is risky, man. To be that low on health, run up to him from mid-screen and just pause in front of him for a second there. If at any point you get, like, not even just fuzzy matched on defense, but, like, he just 2Ms to hold space, 4Ms to hold space, you die, right? That's a straight-up call-out on Gamera of, I think you're more worried about me than I am about you right now. Like, you're scared of what I'm gonna do to you. You're not ready to stop me.
Might have tried to press throw, like, really late, you know?
Shows loose hair Elsa, yeah. My balls, they're so blue! I wish I had the confidence Gamera does in doing delay close L from downtown. It's a read, right? It's at the end of the day, you're playing the player. If Hino loses, the Sandy slander will be so good. Oh! Near! Okay, hold up. Okay, I want to see this. Show me. Show me. What are you doing?
We're going to that near now.
I mean, immediately, by the way, he does the basketball dunk, and Gamera just fucks up the anti-air. Like, what is this? Like, Gamera just... That's like... That move's been in the game for 3 years. What do you mean Gamera doesn't know how to beat it? You block it and kill him, right? Like, am I losing my mind? right? You block that dunk and kill Death. Why did Gamera try to 2H it? Why is he just doing the counterplay wrong? Like, the first thing that happens is Gamera just plays bad into the Death move. That Death JU's been around for, like, 3 years, like, or 2 years. Like, what are we doing? What is up with the Hinokino mind control on Nier? Okay.
We're just blocking it out now. This is a good opportunity. Yeah, that's what you have to get.
One brave point is scary. Does like Far Evan to Rekka kill her here? It fucking might. Maybe not with 8 bullets. With 9? Okay, this is scary. Gamera still has 3 BP. I think. Wait, if you're Gamera here, yeah, you do this, right? You chip her down till you have the health lead. Oh, or that. Yeah, that works too. Okay. Yeah, here it comes. Death is still gone. That's a lot of chip. Yeah. See, I love Gamera not going for anything crazy there because yeah, exactly. This is what I like to see. This is something you can only do against Nier, right? This is you can like. This was Nier's weakness on perfect display, right? Gamera puts her in Deathless, right? And then just chips her, and like, what's she supposed to do? He got desperate because he was gonna lose. Because he had no Brave points left. Gamera had 2 left, and he was gonna chip him to death the next time it happened, right? He had to kill him right then and there. He had no way to not just die, right? So it is good. Oh, this is the strength of Nier, though. Is that camera Oki?
Kino cooking. Oh, the heavy counter, and that is gonna be a no way.
Does Nier have camera Oki?
Ran out of death in that situation. Oh my God.
Did I just see Nier camera Oki? Is there a high off of that? There's not an overhead off of that, is there?
Yeah, I know, right?
Gamera got load there, but there's not a real overhead option off of that. Is there?
I respect it.
6XM? Is 6XM there?
Blown up though.
Lazy, is that real? Can you 6XM there? You know about this camera? That's interesting. That's something. That's the first thing Hinokino has shown me where I was like, I didn't realize we could do that. Hold up. If she has camera Oki, that by itself, that makes her better. Like, that's already she's a tier better than EX Gita, right? Is that real? Is 6XM visible there? Is it reactable? I need someone to lab that. Go back, do the thing he did. Tell me how many frames you have with the frame meter mod. Do the frame by frame. Tell me how many frames you have to see Nier 6XMing there. Wilness and Vera camera mix? Well, the real owner of camera mix is Grimnir, right? Like, he's got the best in the game, for sure. I haven't played Nier since Voss buffs, and I was the worst labber ever. Fair enough. You're a Versuja now. Or no, Galleon. You were a Versuja, now you're a Galleon. You're dead as fuck, by the way. I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm glad, just hear me out. I'm glad Hinokino showed me that. What's camera Oki? So Galaxy, camera Oki basically is you send your opponent so high off screen, yes, that they can't see what you're doing anymore, and then they fall into your option, and your option is a high-low, right? So imagine, right? Because when you go really high, the camera moves. It follows the character getting comboed, right? Or in your case, it just follows your character, right? Like if you're getting hit, your camera, because it's an online game, your camera follows your character. So if you get sent to high up enough, you can't see the opponent anymore, right? And if you can't see the opponent anymore, they can just do shit off screen. Left rights aren't real in this game. So if they can set up a high-low while you can't see them, and they both hit you before you have time to react, that's camera Oki, right? Wilness can do this, and Grimnir can do this. Someone said Vera. I didn't think that Vera could do it, but Grimnir can do it too, right? That sounds mega grimy. Yes. It's one of the ways that characters without like traditional 50-50s, like UL has what's UL's 50-50? She has a low and a high that are both unreactable, right? But like, or Ladiv has a command grab, right? Characters without 50-50s, like traditional ones, can sometimes create them through camera Oki like that, which is, I think, what we just saw Nier do. So here's my thesis, right? Here's my thesis.
Very good odds that this person is incredibly.
Hey, what's going on, Hecko? 23 months, goddamn, almost a big 2 years. I just woke up as a top 8. Did Nier win? No. All right, I'm just about to talk about it, right? I don't think it's camera Oki, but I'll record with the 6XM. Gotcha. Felix probably got caught matching. I don't know. Probably just thought it was fake. Yeah. Here's the thing. If that camera Oki is fake, then ignore everything, right? The one thing I will say, right, is seeing Gamera fight Nier, I think Hinokino has just been outplaying. And that Hinokino is amazing at Granblue, by the way, clearly, right? But Gamera did things to Nier on Ilsa. It's hard to describe, I think, how when Hinokino had 1 brave point and Gamera had 3 and he had the health lead, he was damn near checkmated, right? As long as Gamera didn't overcommit and like get caught by like a 2-1-4, like Nier will kill you if you overcommit, right? If you get caught by some random thing and die, yeah, he does like 7k in the mid screen, right? But like, in that scenario, if I can go back, this is while we're on an ad break, I want to explain what I'm talking about, right? Because I think this is actually something. Nier got a counter hit with close HP. He also had 40% HP. It still couldn't kill. I mean, certainly, yeah. But this is, I think, the really telling thing, right? Where was it? Keep going. There's a point where Hinokino has 1 brave point. Gamera, yeah, here. Okay. In this situation, oh no, a little bit later. He does a little bit more chip to him, and then he hits him one more time. Yeah, okay. Here, right? Gamera here has 3 brave points. Hinokino has 1. They're in the mid screen. Hinokino has a life advantage. I don't want to say that Hinokino is checkmated here, but this is an incredibly hard situation for Nier. For the exact, especially against characters who can do good chip, Ilsa's really good at this, right? For this exact reason, basically, right? You can't do anything without death, right? But as long as Gamera understands the situation he's in and the character he's fighting, he has no reason to press here, right? You can try to get him to press by starting to chip him out with death, right? And that's what Hinokino does eventually. Gamera is showing, he's just standing back, he's lasering, right? He knows ball. He knows the character he's fighting. This is not a good idea. Does Gamera he doesn't have the health lead, and he's zoning Nier. Why is that the case? You wouldn't do that on almost any other character, right? Maybe Ladiva is because you never want to go in on her, right? But it's because of this. It's because Hinokino has no option besides to send death at him at some point, hope he can catch him pressing, something like that. If he catches him pressing a laser or something here, he wins on the spot, right? But Gamera has no reason to do that. So he just downbacks this, right? He could have BC'd it there, honestly, but maybe he was worried. He's playing even super duper extra patient. He might have been worried about like BC not being in range, or he didn't react. Like he's waiting for it to be like really obvious, right? BC's death here, Hinokino loses the game. Why, right? Ilsa can just chip you out. She has no reason to even like get that close to you. Now, she could just keep throwing laser from here, and Nier can do almost nothing, right? Instead, Gamera actually does do something unexpected here and runs he stops there. Hinokino is also just sitting there like, all right, I'm going to get laser gauntleted. Gamera goes, no, fuck you, get thrown. This is like extra bad, right? The fact that Gamera even picks a good option here that is risky and it works, right? He didn't have to do this. He could just stay at full screen, laser, charge, laser. What the fuck is Nier going to do about that? She has to either take that chip and lose her health lead, and then Gamera has 2 more brave points. He can just do that forever and the round is over and Nier loses, right? Or she can try and spot dodge and maybe die if she fucks it up. It's hard to deal with that Ilsa laser gauntlet, right? So instead, Gamera just runs up, throws him, and this is like super fucked, right? Because again, what are you gonna do with Deathless Nier here? Tell me. Right? He even whiffed, right? To be fair, he whiffed right there. If Hinokino was really on point, he could have gotten a whiff punishment to nothing, right? He would have gotten a whiff punishment to no damage, but he could have at least not taken this chip. What are you gonna do here as Nier? Tell me. How are you going to not take this chip? You can't, like, run away. You can't, like, jump. You can't go into Ilsa, right? So you kind of, what are you going to do, right? You kind of have to take this chip. And it's like, all right, well, the Brave kind of getting wasted there is really bad. But now it's like, we just do it again. Use the parry super. Can't do it when she's deathless. And you can't super. You can't Raging Strike. You can't use any skills. You can't do that when you're deathless. Right? And now it's even, like, now we're just back in the same situation, right? But he doesn't even have the health lead anymore. Same thing happens, right? He throws death. Death gets Brave countered. Why? Someone said he got desperate here. Yeah, why? Why do you think Hinokino, he was like, I have to kill him now. I have to punish him for BCing death. He has no option, right? If Hinokino doesn't go for the kill right here, he just loses by default, right? And there's a really good argument you can make that Hinokino has lost the round here. Right? There's a really good argument you can make that right here, this round is almost certainly lost for Hinokino as long as Gamera knows, like, plays the matchup. It's Gamera, of course he played the matchup well. If Gamera knows the character he's playing into and plays it well, there's a really good argument that from here, right, Hinokino can't win this round, or at least not reasonably. Like, you have to force an error from Gamera. From here, this round is Gamera's to lose. This is the only character in the game where this is true. No character besides Nier is this situation true here, right? And it's because of how Brave Counter interacts with death and how helpless Deathless Nier is. Yeah? I'm not saying he can't win here, right? But it's just tough. So this was really enlightening, I think, to watch a really, really, really strong character. Obviously, Gamera's been playing forever, right? And he obviously is not going to get caught by, like, Nier stuff that isn't real, stuff like that. He did for a second. He did play bad against the Dunk initially, right? But this, I think... Oh, the fucking top 8's back! Okay, we didn't miss too much. We just missed one around the piece. My bad. I got too caught up in the analysis. But yeah, like, that to me, that really reinforces my idea of, I think Hinokino is just really good at Granblue, right? Where's the fuck is my mouse? There it is. I think Hinokino's just really good at Granblue, right? When he ran into someone who was like really gonna punish him for picking near a character select, he was still winning, but like there were just he just had to be so much better than Gamera, right? Like he could have won that, of course. He won a game. What would Sandalphon actually? Now I think about it. But he just had to be so much better than Gamera to win that, and it's just like at a certain point, you just can't be that much better than Gamera. You can't be that much better than like Koji Koko. You can't be that much better than like Kasa Usagi or BSG or whoever, right? You can't be that much better than these players. It's why they pick top tiers, right? Maybe Hinokino could be better than Gamera at Granblue, but not so much that he can deal with that situation consistently, right? It's just tough. The camera Oki is very interesting. I want to see what Floral posted about it. If that camera Oki is real, Hinokino has shown me something, right? It do be meaty, though. That's cool. If it's a real 50-50, Hinokino has shown me something. But I think that still probably doesn't make Nier good, but it's a nice tool she has, right? If it's not, though, then I think Nier is probably still, yeah, bottom 2, right? It's just Hinokino is very... And she's not unplayable, obviously, but Hinokino, I think, is just really, really good, right? Simple truth, you're not going to be stronger than everyone by a far enough margin to cover the character that's too weak. Yeah, you can do that on ranked, for sure. But, like, when you're fighting... When you're one of the best players in the world, and you're fighting the other best players in the world, it's just so hard to skill gap them that hard, right? Hinokino was trying. You can do that to me, right? I got people... I've seen people make the argument of, like, he always says Nier is so bad, but, like, every recording as of him fighting Nier is him losing. This is true, by the way, right? The slander is accurate. But, like... you know, a lot of the Nier people who still play Nier at this point, most of them are better than me at the game. I don't have no problem admitting that, right? Like, 2 beans, 1 cream is like a better Granblue player than I am. Like, Elsa, obviously, whether it's on Nier or anything else, Elsa's a better Granblue player than I am, right? They all play me, generally, right? And I also, this is kind of cope, but I do think I disrespect Nier a lot, because I go, what the fuck is she gonna do? Then I get mashed on Wake Up by Deathless Nier 7 times and died with 1,000 cuts. But yeah. I got the right recording this time? Yeah. I've seen enough side games. A buff Siegfried. Japan told me he was bottom 3. Whoa, yeah, here's those buffs. Okay, wait, let's lock back in. It is interesting talking about Nier as a fun case study, but let's lock back in on this. Fairy versus Zeta. Any matchup with Zeta is interesting, right? The agenda of Nier being bad is so effing stupid. Ha ha ha, she does more damage than Kag. Ishmar Jita, I'm gonna assume you just missed the whole long conversation we just had. That's okay, you're entitled to your opinion. I will say, if doing damage is what made characters good, right, Ladiva would be top 10, right? I understand your point. Nier's damage is one of the best things about her. But if your point is that Nier does lots of damage and therefore she can't be bad, I think you need to take a closer look at it, right? I think you need to take a closer look at it. Tell Ishmar where Nier got a close H heavy punish and still doesn't kill. Yeah, Nier's damage is also good sometimes, right? A lot of times, Nier is the lowest damage. Like, over half the round, Nier is the lowest damage character in the game by a lot, right? So even if you're saying damage, the only thing I care about, my tier list is literally just who does the most damage on average, Nier would still not be very good, right? You're entitled to your opinion, but I would disagree rather strongly, and your reasoning is not convincing. Oh! I'm not gonna tell you you're so fucking stupid, though, right? I think I would be aware, if I were you, of being confidently incorrect. Or even if you are correct, it's kind of silly to... You're being, you know... When can Nier do said damage? No, okay, let's not go too crazy. Nier does a lot of damage, right? Sorry, she just cooks me so hard in S rank. That's okay, man. That's fine. I got that. Yeah. The tier list. Okay, you know what, Ishmar? I'll tell you this. You might be right. You're probably right. Right? You are right. In S rank, Nier is probably not bad. I agree. Right? Or at least he's gonna be better. Right? Characters with glaring weaknesses and strong strengths tends to be significantly better in like middling, like intermediate and low ranks, because people are not good enough at matchups to exploit weaknesses, right? So like, you're right. Like, yeah, I understand. I can't combine S+ and above play. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I don't mean to roast you at all. In your, like, you're genuinely correct, right? You are right. In S rank, Nier's not bad. You're right then. You just came in a little hot is all, which is why I was like, actually, I was matching your energy. But yeah, I see what you mean. You're not wrong. Fearless mostly doesn't matter until you get the Silver Master at least. Even then, even if it does matter, it's different, right? Lodiva is absolutely like a top 5 character at worst until you get to like at least S++. Right? I pretend to be good, but I get stomped by Vade. I get stomped by Vade. That character's strong. He's not like crazy, like a high mid tier or something, but he's good. He's not bad. I got distracted. I got distracted. I wanted to watch the show, son, man. You guys gotta stop talking to me, man. I know she can do damage, but the effort required to basically BFF. The effort required to BFF basically bust and have no load left is bad. Excuse me. I missed the fucking match, man. This is such a fast 3-0. Yeah, I feel like I was talking for a few seconds and Chosan died. I mean, it's winners though, right? So Kasa Usagi, was that winners finals? That was winners finals, right? Kasa Usagi in grand finals. Okay. Fairy rolled over Zeta. I don't know what that matchup's like. I don't think I haven't put a lot of thought into like most Zeta matchups. Match play out of the way I predicted this matchup is very good for Fairy. Interesting. Could you explain why, Pilsen? I don't disagree with you at all. I just don't know. It's always interesting to hear people who have insight on matchups talk about why. Why is this matchup good for Fairy? Tell me. Is it? Yeah, why actually? I can't like. Besides just going like, oh, Fairy's good tools are good. I don't know what about exactly Zeta would make it good for her. I swear I blinked and the set was over. I mean, Raha, yeah, it seemed. I mean, according to Pilsen, it's a good match. Pilsen's a good Fairy too, so I do trust their opinion. I assume Beppo stops all the Zeta air stuff. That makes sense. I can see that, right? I can see that. Hate fighting Fairy now rough. Yeah, Talix, Zeta player in the YouTube chat, agrees as well. They need to nerf the overhead hitbox on that Fairy close M, SMH. They buffed it. They made it better. Sorry, my family's asleep. I'm losing my fucking mind. Sorry. Well, my mom is not yelling at me, so I think maybe she's staying up. Coming back to this game after only playing Strive since 2.0 is such an odd feeling. Very different games. Very different games. I'm not going to explain this kind of thing, but Zeta just feels weak and neutral against Fairy. Fair. I guess her buttons kind of get, like, any character that relies on, like, having good buttons kind of gets mogged by Fairy Farrell. I believe Lace's idea that the air stuff is really hard to do with Beppo and honestly Fairy 2H as well, right? I guess Rhapsody is not super good against like Fairy's pokes either, right? Like on defense, I could see where Fairy's probably too far away to realistically get Rhapsodied a lot of the time. I can see that, yeah. I could just see how like, yeah, the range and screen dominance of Fairy would make it really hard for Zeta to just do a lot of her stuff, right? Fairy has big-ass ears, so you can hear Zeta's plans, yeah. Can't long-range counter with M Infinite Wonders. Fairy range too good. Can't jump at her. Ground approach is hard. Yeah, that sounds right, Alex. That makes sense. That makes sense. Fairy has big-ass ears, so she can hear Zeta's plans. I do fuck with that. Fairy also gets throw combos, so it really sucks to be Zeta if GG is on her. I never thought about that. Yeah, I guess characters that get a lot of reward off throw inherently are going to be... I mean, obviously, Zeta can, like, jump up, use Spear or something, but the fact that her reversal loses to throws... That does matter. That does matter. We have a take on Sora's versus Fairy. I've had super long sets with the Fairy main, and we both think it's miserable for each other. Granblue Fantasy versus... I feel like Sora's is one of... Okay, here's my thing. Is the matchup good for Sora's? I'm not sure. But I think Sora's with his H dash punch has one of the only, like, realistic ways to get through the Fairy Farrell dead zone, right? I could see it being... I could see Sora's not hating it too much, right? I could see him not hating it too much. Like, H dash punch, I think, is probably really nice for that, to stand right in that awkward mid-range where Fairy can't Far L, and where Far M is a little bit of more of a risk. And if he gets counter hit by H punch, he gets a combo in the mid-screen, right? Fairy is a better character than Sora's. And Sora's, when he's running pressure on Fairy, he's gonna get counter hit BC'd into switch. Like, I feel like I could see it not being great for Sora's because even if Sora's gets in, right? The fact that he gets counter hit BC'd so easily is his biggest weakness. And I think against Fairy, it's really rough to get counter hit BC'd that often, right? If it happens to you when you're fighting, like, a Shoto, it's annoying, but it's whatever. Every time you give Fairy the entire screen back when she just fucking super jump side swaps your ass, I feel like that hurts a lot, right? So, like, weirdly, I feel like Sora's probably deals with Fairy's zoning better than a lot of characters, but I feel like he doesn't win as much when he gets in compared to a lot of characters. So, a reminder to actually watch the match this time. Alright, man, this is a good match. Gamera's Zangief Dream, let's lock in. It's rough sometimes, yeah. So I feel like it's... I would probably say it's probably Fairy favorite, right? But I don't think it's, like, really bad for Sora's, if I had to guess. Why does Gamera wear a golf glove? Because he's him. Are you dead? You're dead! By the way, Nier does not do more damage than Kag. I just also want to point that out. Not to go back on Ishimar Jita again, but like, also, Nier doesn't do more damage than Kag, right? That's not because Nier doesn't do good damage. That's because Kag is Cagliostro. Kag is hey, Nier? Hyokino did great work. That's a Hateful Eight member you're talking about, okay? Sit down. That's a Hateful Eight member, okay? That's one of the Hateful Eight. As a Swords player, it's definitely a struggle, but not the worst feeling matchup. Yeah, there are certainly characters who hate fighting Fairy way more than Swords does. Kag damage is consistent. Nier has it sometimes. It's consistent, like, really high as well. Especially when you're talking about these good Kags who, like, really understand the trap conversions and can, like, they can make something out of what seems like nothing sometimes, too. Okay, yeah, side swapped on. I'm okay with UDPs doing that. I don't like Brave Counter doing it. If UDPs are going to do it, I would rather it be more consistent, though, because not everyone gets it off their UDP. It sucks that only some characters get that privilege, right? Oh, run up! Dude, Gamera is so brave from mid-screen. Mega's 15k? Yes, she is, yeah. But trust me, man, Kag can do that shit to Vasaraga. Right? Kag can do that shit to 18k. Don't worry about it. It looks worse on Meg, but... Oh, is that full cinematic? Are you dead? Oh, it's not, but you're still dead. My god. Okay. I always took Swords to Gold Master in my quest to get every character to Master who's very fun to play with. Swords is one of my favorite characters in this game. He is so fun. He's so fun, right? He especially after they buffed him. I saw it impressive. My buddy Dave has 20k. So true, man. So true. My dad could top your dad. Kag being 16k is truly a sign that God is dead. I'm okay with Kag being 16k. I don't know if a health nerf is what I want for Kag.
But it's not working out, to be honest.
There's a strong pillar of my theorem that every character is fun to play with at least some degree, but an absolute nightmare to play against. I'm one of those fucking freaks who really likes this game. I like playing against everyone. That's just me, though. Oh, you're dead. You're so dead. Like, this is even, like, he could have done, like, some trap optimization shit. He just doesn't even have to do it, right? He just, who cares? Right? Who fucking cares? They auto combo into launcher, into auto combo into super, you're dead. Doesn't even matter. I genuinely hate fighting Gran. We say Ogre genuinely here. We say New York Opera genuinely here. I don't like fighting Loe. I still kind of like fighting. Even like those really strong characters, even though it's obviously like it's not super fair a lot of the time. Like when I'm fighting, I don't know, Loein with Ladiva or something. It's not the most like balanced matchup, but it's still. I don't know. They give me that feeling like it's like a boss fight. You know, it's like a mini game. I'm not saying it feels balanced, but it's still fun for a guy like me. I created New York Opera O. I think it might be true. It might be true. Momdani Stan Opera. Kag players downplay would continue to go crazy if Kag got a health nerf to 15k. I mean, it would be a big nerf, right? If Kag loses 1,000 health, is she not a Hateful Eight member anymore? If the game stays exactly the same, that's the only thing that changed. I don't think so. I think she still would be probably, but that'll be a big nerf. People really like that'll be a big nerf, right? People really underestimate how big of a deal 1,000 extra health is, but I think she's still just she's on the higher end of the Hateful Eight, I think. So just knock her down. Zangief Dream. I hate fighting Matera and Kag on Percy, but it is what it is. Yeah, Percy I think is a really strong character. I think there's been a lot of people who are just a lot of Percy players, not a lot, some Percy players who've been talking about Percy like he's just like this dog shit, horrible, dysfunctional character. Maybe. I mean, they're Percy players and I'm not. I don't think that's true. I think what Percy is of all of the like defensive mid-range Shotos, he is the one that is the maybe honestly more than Galleon. Genuinely, he's the one that is the most fucked by the meta we're currently in. Like all the zoners' best matchups are like Percy, basically. You know what I mean? Eustace loves fighting Percy. Matera, it's like maybe her best matchup, right? Might be the worst matchup in the whole game is Percy versus Matera. Fairy loves fighting Percy. Percy is. Like, I think Percy's a very strong character. Not against these fucking characters. Not against these top tiers. Not in this meta, right? So it's such a hostile meta to Percy and Galleon. I agree. Maybe it's a hot take. I think it's more hostile to Percy than Galleon. It's very hostile to Galleon too, though. I agree.
Confirm with the EX. Cashing out once again. Camera, rinse and repeat. That's the plan.
What the hell? The stare down. The stare down. Okay, let's watch the match. Let's watch the match. Unfortunately, Toro pulled out Percy into Shio for zero reason. Yeah, that matchup is every matchup into like all of the Hateful Eight is so maybe Grim's not horrible for Percy, but you're dead by the way. That's what we're talking. She is like this, right? right there. Even if that was combo limit, even if the first hit of the Rekka was combo limit, which I can't tell if it shows you after you die. But yeah, the fact that Ilsa's Rekka, even if the first hit is combo limit, the second hit will still connect, right? A lot of multi-hits don't do that. A lot of like multi-part moves don't do that. Ilsa Rekka is different. It's one of the reasons her Raging Strike chains are so good. Gamera didn't even optimize that fully, right? It just didn't need to. It just killed anyway. She could do even more damage than that with like, what is it, fucking 2U into charged H into far L into Rekka Ender, right? Her Raging Strike, Raging Chain conversions are really good, right? It's because she has a lot of mid-screen specials that can combo, well, 2 mid-screen specials can combo into each other, right? 2U into HDP into far L into Rekka is so much damage as a combo ender at the end of those RSRC chains. Rising moment, no recovery specials, yeah. And I'll follow the meta. Is Ilsa S tier? If by S tier you mean the highest tier of character, I would say no. I could definitely see an argument for Ilsa being right below that. I've seen someone in the stream so far said that they do think she's like the highest tier of character. I don't know if I think that highly of her, but I think she's quite strong. I think Ilsa is one of the better DLC releases we've had in a little bit. Oh, you're so dead, I fear. Yeah.
No, of course not. Gamera was just
I think Ilsa's pretty good.
right there. And the Ilsa.
Just a very strong, solid character with a little bit of bullshit, right? That's what we like to see. Like, it's a character without a ton of, like, glaring weaknesses who just has a couple of things that is real nasty, right? Real nasty.
Good spot dodge called out.
I have a similar opinion where every matchup is fun because Granblue's fun, but I definitely like fighting Ilsa quite a bit less than a lot of others. That's fair. Ilsa has lipstick on? Yeah, in that color she has, I think, eyeliner and lipstick. Is Ilsa good or something? Because I've seen her a lot. Well, honestly, I mean, at tournament level play, you mostly see her as Gamera, right? A lot of that is Gamera being good, but I do think Ilsa is good regardless, whether Gamera was playing her or not. Zangief done that twice now. In the last set, I was run up DPS, time I was run up super. I mean, genuinely, one other thing, right, is like, one thing I think that is kind of underrated is Gamera was watching that set where he did run up DP, right? Like, people watching your other games is also conditioning, right? Maybe I'm giving Zangief Dream too much credit, but I don't think these run-up supers like the craziest thing in the world in a game where everyone is always fuzzy mashing, right? It's just super high risk, high reward, and it just hasn't paid off, right? That shit hits and everyone goes, oh my god, Zangief Dream is the fucking smartest guy in the world, but it just doesn't, right? Gamera's quite patient as well. Cool seeing Zangief using that new 623U bounce. Yeah. I think that 623U bounce is a little overrated as a compensation buff, but I mean, I'll say it again. I don't know why Kag needed any compensation buffs at all. Right? Like, I feel like, I don't know why she needed anything. You could have just given her the nerfs you've given her with no compensation buffs, and she would, like, still be, like, a top 15 character. Right? But it's not that crazy people are catching on. Yeah. This run animation is so funny to me, it can't be that serious. I mean, she's literally a drill sergeant. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Not dead, though, obviously. No meter, no traps, right? But it's more than you'd like it to be. Oh, it stopped the jump out of the... Wait, I didn't realize the Kag stops the Street Fighter 6 like that. It's the same reason they decided the compensation nerf near. Yes, I'm still bitter. I can't believe they did. Oh! Dude, the walk backs, the shimmy 2U. Dude, I did not realize the Kag put on the trap like that stops the Street Fighter 6. It stops a guy trying to jump over you. Alright, well, Gamera gonna leave out at 4th, tied for 4th there, I think.
Top 3 position here takes down one of the true OGs of Granblue.
Objective achieved.
Losers finals. Zangief Dream. Dude.
Position finish.
Say what you will about Cagliostro. Oh, Cagliostro's so strong, Cagliostro's so broken. Like, everyone that Zangief Dream fights is also playing top tier characters, right? If Zangief Dream is gonna win Arc World Tour finals into Evo Japan back to back, we gotta start having a conversation about him being. I mean, like, there's so many contenders for this title, I feel like, but we gotta start having a conversation about him being the best player in the world right now. Anyway, right? Like, it can always it can always shift, but like for the past like 3 or 4 months of Rising, he's playing like he's the best player in the world, right? Top 3 is Kag. Fairy's the next one. I don't know if I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly who I think is, like, again, the way I view it, I have a hateful 8, right? Who among them is better? I couldn't tell you, right? Like, the 8 of them feel noticeably better than the rest of the game, but I don't know how they rank between each other, right? As in the tournament setting. So fucking true. I don't think Kag is even top 3. Again, if we're yeah, who's actually top 3? I think we have another loser semis match to do still before we find that out, right? I think. Yeah, we have another loser semis match with no, wait. We just Oh no, it's the this hasn't updated. Can I refresh this? Help. Choson, Zeta. Yes, Zeta. Yeah. We already had loser semis. We're losers finals now. Yeah, it's Fairy, Zeta, and Cagliostro. All very strong characters, right? All very strong characters. As we talk about top 3 in the game, I think Matera's top 1 in my eyes. I'm not really gonna, again, like, as far as the Hateful Eight, if you want to say any of them was the best character in the game, I'm not really going to call you crazy, right? I'm not really gonna call you crazy. And Switchers Finals, baby. Yeah. When's your next tier list? Whenever they announce the id patch, when we get a landing date for that, we'll do a tier list beforehand, right? Who's the Hateful Eight? In my opinion, I know Tubby, who's a pretty strong player, thinks that it's a what is he, Sinister 7? Is Meg actually that bad, or is Gamera just unlucky? Meg is not that bad, and Gamera was not unlucky. I think, well, in the Kasa Usagi match, Kasa Usagi just played that match fucking insanely. Yeah, that was mostly it, right? Did he play Meg? He played Ilsa in the other 2 games we saw him in, right? I think. But for me, want to make a tier list together? We could definitely do that. I could do like a lone one and a couple collab ones. I'm down for that. But what was I gonna say? Oh, as far as I'm concerned, I think the Hateful Eight is in no particular order. I'm just saying them in the order they come to mind. Because I actually don't know where they rank amongst each other. I just think that the 8 of these characters are better than the rest of the game, right? Cagliostro, Vasaraga, Matera, Fairy, Eustace, Beatrix. I can never fucking remember all 8 of these. Luane. Someone, please. What have I been saying? Grimnir. Did I say Grimnir? Grimnir, yeah. I think that's right. Sieg? I don't think so. If you wanted to replace maybe Grimnir with Siegfried, I could see it. I think Sieg is really good. I think Sieg is a little overblown. I've seen a lot of people talking about Sieg as just like top 1 free. I think Sieg needs nerfs, right? Don't get me wrong, right? I don't know. Kagfoss, Matera, B, Luane, Grimnir. Yeah, and then I would also, to that list, I would add Eustace. And I would add, I can never fucking remember all 8 of them. Fairy, yeah. Kagfoss, Matera, B, Luane, Grimnir, Eustace, Fairy. Will the id patch line up with Endless Ragnarok? No, it'll be a little bit before. Well, at least I don't know, but I would expect that the id patch is going to be probably in a couple months, right? Eustace Corner is Green Nade and you hold it. You know the fucking crazy part? After thinking more about Eustace, Green Nade is like the 4th best thing on that character. Isn't that insane? Like, Green Nade's really good, by the way, right? But I think Green Nade is like not even the best thing Eustace does, which is a really, like, if you want to talk about how strong that character is. Green Nade is like straight up one of the best moves in the whole game, and it's like the 3rd best thing that Eustace does, or something like that. Such just power level Eustace because most people have little experience against him since very few play him. Yeah. Character's crazy though. Sieg's weaknesses are still the same as before. He's probably top 12 though. Yeah, I think Sieg is right outside. Like, if you really wanted to put your balls in my mouth and go, fuck you, streamer, Sieg is top 1. I would disagree, but I don't think you're being insane, right? Like, I don't think Siegfried is like, to me, I don't think Siegfried is like so much weaker than like, I don't know, Cagliostro or something. They're like putting them in the same tier as Nuts, but I don't think I fully see it with him. Is his close H damage literally absurd? Like his counter hit heavies, counter hits close H, counter hit far H? Yeah, absolutely, right? It's cartoonish. Like it's like, what were they thinking, right? And his fireball is pretty good, and Verdrungen is quite strong, like the light, medium ones, right? He's got good pressure, but I don't know. The way you talk about characters is so fucking funny to me. It always pivots so fast. I don't think so. I think I'm relatively consistent, right? I'm just saying, like, I think Siegfried is not on that level, but I don't think he's really far off of that level or anything, right? As a Zeta main Kag sub, I'd like Shosan to win, but that just goes back to fighting Fairy with Zeta, so Zangief winning will be better. I think Kag has a much better chance there with Fairy. I mean, as a guy, favorite Naruto character? Naruto. Favorite Dragon Ball character? Goku. Favorite One Piece character? Luffy. Are you seeing a pattern? Favorite Cinderella Grey character? Or at least favorite Umusume character? Ogre Cap. To be fair, it was before I even watched Cinderella Grey, right? I'm a big protagonist guy. I'm a big, you know, I'm down for Zangief Dream to win, just because yes, he is maybe the favorite going into this, him or Kasa Usagi, probably. But I would like for him to win. It's going to be really cool. I think it's cool when you have, for a little bit at least, I think it's cool to have a dominant player. You know what I mean? It'll be cool to have Zangief Dream win Arc World Tour in, if I remember correctly, rather convincing fashion. Like, if he wins Evo Top 8, or it'll have been Evo Japan, it'll have been a less convincing win than he got in Arc World Tour, right? But if he wins Arc World Tour Finals, and then he wins Evo Japan, and, like, it'll be cool. It's cool to have a narrative like that, right? It's cool to have, like, a guy who is just the guy to beat, I think. If it goes on for long enough, it gets boring. But I don't think we've ever been like we have never had someone that dominant for that long, right? Seek top 1 in my hate tier list is a man though he's dreamy. Fair. Sticky Grenade is the most spooky for me. I don't know how you would deal with that in vanilla. Something like that makes BC feel justified. Yep. Red Grenades, slow kill, and slow kill, and slow kill. Gamera, was that in vanilla? Maybe. I actually don't know. I don't know. Maybe. He might be. Gamera is absolutely still, like, best player in the world's contender right now. Kakashi and Vegeta are better. Both good choices. I like Goku more, but Vegeta's a great character, yeah. I think he's often misunderstood. I think people often... I think if like Vegeta's a really interesting case study on like trauma and abuse and especially in Super. This is something that I think Super gets a lot of hate, right? But like I think Super is handling the idea that like Vegeta is exclude everything he did on Earth. Vegeta has committed multiple genocides, right? He shouldn't just be forgiven for that. Like he needs to do some. He needs to do a lot to even start to try and atone and redeem himself for that, right? And Super is actually exploring that, or at least in the Moro arc, it was exploring that in a much more interesting way than Z ever did, I think. I love Z, by the way, but I do always have to cape for Super a bit, because I think everyone just doesn't like it because it's a new thing. And there are valid criticisms, by the way, but I think people go way too far, and they're just like, it's garbage, it's ass, and also Z was perfect and had no flaws. It's silly, right? So I think Vegeta's a really interesting character, but I do think people often are just like, Vegeta's cool because he's a fucking Chad who's edgy, and I'm like, well, no, Vegeta is cool because he's like an abused, traumatized guy who is basically slowly learning that you don't have to push everyone away, right? Z did more on the mental and emotional side. Super's doing more of the physical consequences. I don't know. I feel like Super's doing a good bit of the emotional consequences, man. I don't. Oh, I don't know, man. You tell me. The Moro arc is really good for Vegeta, right? The Moro arc is really good. Like I really like, you know, Vegeta. It's crazy to be. You know, I like both. Me too. I love all Dragon Ball, right? I like the villains, Cell, Super Broly, Madara. Yeah, sure. Super Broly's hard to call a villain, honestly. Counterpoint, Goku is also a psychopath. No, he isn't. But, I mean, it's not the time to get into it. But, no, he isn't. No. Goku's not particularly emotionally intelligent, but psychopath is really pushing it. Top 3 time! People overrate how good DBZ is in general. I say this as a fan. Sure. I mean, maybe. IMO Goku is one of the main Dragon Ball characters. Yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, I don't... yeah, he's the protagonist. Well, you're not wrong, right? Martin to get you to hydrate, but it wouldn't let me, so I think this is your regular reminder to hydrate. I'll hydrate.
Looking good to start things off.
Made an excellent gamble there, not
I will definitely look at DBZ with rose-colored glasses off. I think it's, by the way, pretty good. Like, even, especially if you read the manga and not watch the anime. I think it is still, like, really good. It does hold up. Dreamers are truly Tamagotchis. Yeah, water me, feed me. Pay me? Thoughts? Antagonist more so because he has mad aura in the movie. True. Favorite Dragon Ball character is Gohan. I think not having to power up to beat your ass is pretty cool. I like Gohan. I think there are some valid criticisms with Gohan kind of repeating the same arc, but I think they're very overblown. I think it's like Gohan is learning a lesson in stages. I think it really is only the 2 times, like, it's Resurrection F and Superhero, where I think you have to do a little bit of headcanoning to not, which is, it's not unreasonable headcanoning. It is stuff that is supported by the shows as well, but it's not explicitly stated, right? You have to do a little bit of headcanoning with the 2 different times in Super that Gohan has the lesson of, like, I can't just rest on my laurels just because Dad and Vegeta are here, to make it make sense. But I like Gohan. Too young for Dragon Ball. Alicina, I remember you. Sup, Unk, did they announce anything for this game? Well, we're not done with top 8 yet. If they're gonna do it, I imagine it's after top 8. I would hope so, but my biggest peeve is that Superhero kind of just repeated Super Saiyan 2, but I can understand it. I mean, the Beast transformation is very obviously, it's just Super Saiyan 2 again, right? But I do think, like, the actual, like, lesson he's learning there is different, right? I do think the lesson he's learning there is different. Gohan does not leave the Cell Saga as, like, okay, he's in a good space now, he's in a good mental headspace, and he's like Super Saiyan 2 is awesome, but it is basically just Gohan having the worst day of his life, transforming into power, right? Like, Super Saiyan 2 at the end of the day is a like, one very notable thing. Do you know what Beast does as soon as Beast shows up? Kill Cell Max. You know what Super Saiyan 2 Gohan doesn't do. Like, Beast is, like, yes, obviously the transformation is just nostalgia, mate. Like, especially the transformation sequence. That's okay, though. It was a cool transformation, right? But, like, Beast and Super Saiyan 2 are very different people, right? Beast is a much more adult, like, mature version of the Super Saiyan 2 thing. The Splash Zone red poncho? Yeah. I think Beast makes a lot of sense as, like, what Gohan Super Saiyan 2 would look like with a Gohan that is a grown-ass man with a wife and a job and kids, right? It really does feel like a really good final form for Gohan, because it is just, like, he's using his emotions without letting them overwhelm him, right? It's great. And it's, like, motivated. It feels less, like, psychotically. You want to talk about a psychopath, right? Not a psychopath, but, like, I do enjoy Piccolo's uncle momentum. I do love Piccolo. I mean, Toriyama does too. Piccolo just gets all the good. Toriyama loves that guy. It's top 3 of Evo Japan. Stop talking to me. It's evil to talk to me about Dragon Ball. Yes, lock in break. It's time for Granblue. Yes, don't talk to me like don't talk to me about Dragon Ball. It's fucking evil. Let's focus on the tournament. So announcing a patch or IDs, they should announce the throwing of Gag out a window. Yeah. Orange Piccolo is still dumb in my thoughts. Obviously, Orange Piccolo is a plot device because they want Piccolo to be relevant again. The idea of that I don't mind. I don't mind the fact that it's, like, Super is doing a really good job, especially in the later parts of it, of not just beating, like, it was the Goku show before, now it's the Goku and Vegeta show, and now it's, like, the Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Broly show, which I really like, right? So, like, obviously, Orange Piccolo is there. They need an ass pull to bring Piccolo back up to the level. As far as how they did it, I kind of like it. It's always execution that makes me pause. It was always. I think there's almost no way for it to not be an ass pull, right? Piccolo, Shenron being able to do that for Piccolo because he is not just the guy who made the Dragon Balls, but, like, the greatest prodigy of the Dragon Clan in the Namekian's history, besides, like, maybe Neva that we've ever seen. I think it makes sense, right? Like, if you're gonna ass pull him, doing it through Shenron makes a lot of sense. Brick tournament? Oh, my bad.
You know, they say
the name is monumentally lame. I actually like the name because Piccolo named it Orange Piccolo because he doesn't give a fuck about the name being cool, right? Shenron shows fair to the people he likes, exactly. Look at the Zeta character. All right, lock in. He's dying. Brick, please. I'm sorry. I love Dragon Ball. You can't talk to me about Dragon Ball. All right, lock it. I lock back in just to see Shosan on the fucking penis explosion chamber at that point. If we didn't last 10 seconds, I'll talk about Dragon Ball. It's my favorite media ever, man. What do you want from me? Don't mention Dragon Ball. Also, thank you for the gift sub, Hecko. Don't mention Dragon Ball if you don't want me to talk about it, man. Fuck you. Shut up. Going to win, character to win Evo so they can revert the nerfs and give her Larry plus on block spacing properties. Yeah. I love Dragon Ball, Charlie. I love you. That's what I'm saying. Log the fuck in. I'm locked in. Side swap. He's in the penis explosion. I lock in to see Zangief Dream 3-0 Shosan, man. Oh, is this oh really? Is this the best things you can do off of this? The Raging Strike? I guess because traps are on cooldown, maybe? I think you can set traps up off that counter at 2H, but I think traps are on cooldown, so that to be a Raging Strike. Or maybe it was just a matter of he just needed to confirm the hit, right? No wall bounce! It's from far away, not quite that far away. If he had done an up forward one, it might have, honestly, but I'm not sure if it connects from there. Are you dead? I like the Gok. Are you dead? No, doesn't have the meter. Still a chance. He's got no brave points. Oh my god, Shosan's alive. My lord. Why the EX, I wonder? You can space the lights to be safer way easier, right? See, 1 second to put the ogre cap to the camera again. Hello. Hello, it's my daughter. Hi. Isn't she so cute, man? She's saying hi. She's waving hello. Zangief Dream winning in the exact same way all the way through losers is funny as hell. The character has a strong gameplay. It's hard to stop. Man. I tune in and I'm like, when is Piccolo raising children? So true. Oh shit, giant fatty. Look. While we're in the break. Dream always risking one up 2-0. I don't get it. I get it. You have the chance, like it's free conditioning.
It's so scary, you know, so hard to tell sometimes if it's gonna close out. And as we saw, man, sometimes it goes down. Look.
Little baby fatty. I'm looking at the game, don't worry. He's getting he fucking whiffed his throw, he's getting murdered. Look, another little baby fatty. But she's in the school uniform this time. And a slightly bigger baby fatty. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? My friend got me 4 of them. I love them so much. My friend and the ogre cap plushies. Alright, walk back in.
So good. There we go, teleport. place. Have to hold this now. Show
Owie.
oh, the back
He's on
throw.
chip. Yeah.
Never mind, spare body.
How many Ogres do you need? Honestly, more than this.
Calls us out.
Hey, Zangief Dream.
Yes, exactly.
Set point here.
She is rapidly becoming one of my favorite fictional characters.
Show-san.
Mostly because she's a walking Goku reference. But
Keep that head above water.
let's put Moe in my Goku.
Watch it here. Combo limit once again.
Oh, what the hell is this? Not a safe jump. You have to delay that a little bit.
Play is about to be imminent here.
The wake up back throws from
Oh,
Zangief
nice spot
is so
dodging.
good.
Spear.
Yeah,
Okay,
good work.
minus.
Now,
Yeah,
so
far L baits. Oh, nice air stall with the spear, man. I mean,
Yeah.
hold up, Shosan. Shosan is locking in. Hold. Yup.
San, two amazing reads.
Those were two really good,
Ultimate.
plays back to back, right? Brick's becoming Norn Ace. Always has been. Except my tits are not nearly as huge, and I'm not nearly as fashionable.
The Abare from Shosan.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh,
eventually.
I love that.
I think if getting all these back throws just vindicates me doing back throws.
We could do the exact same thing. Zangief Dream.
All right, hold on. Shosan's still alive. Are Norn's boobs that big? Are pretty huge. Like they're like, you know, they're noteworthy. Or if they're aura pleased with Biwa Hayahide, Biwa and her Hayahides.
Up to it. And that was really good to do the exit dash right now.
Oh, I thought that would punish.
To remove that low head.
Shosan is rising. Ah, he might be falling, man. I don't know. That anti-air. Oh, okay, hold.
It's gonna be a full combo off of that. What a confirm.
Shosan is
Oh
locked
my
in.
gosh.
Dude, nice. Okay. I mean, it's a lot of damage, but now you have no meter. I don't know. I mean, I guess I like the Brave Point economy swing. Oh, nice. Yup. Was waiting to try and interrupt. Oh, no. It's just... Shosan is messing up so many safe jumps. I don't know if he's, like, ad-hocking them or what. He's dead, isn't he?
Ultimate it is. It's Zangief Dream makes it into your Evo Japan Grand Finals. The run back?
That was, like, the third... Like,
Has been acquired.
he just mashed? I mean, I don't know if Shosan is, like, ad-hocking these safe jumps or what. It's heartbreaking. I mean, I don't mind Zangief Dream winning. He played well, right? But it's, like, specifically... It feels like Shosan just messed up, like, 2 or 3 safe jumps. I don't know if he's, like... Again, ad-hocking them. Like, if it's not, like... they're not, like, auto-timed things and he's trying to, like, make it up at runtime. But, like, there's a couple of times where he got some kind of knockdown, whether hard or soft, and he jumped and hit a button and it just didn't hit. It just didn't... Like, he just whiffed. He was 2+, right? It just didn't hit Zangief Dream on the way up, and one time he got thrown for it, one time he got comboed for it right there.
Aggression with aggression.
Zeta's very bad against zoners. I get that, but it also, yeah, he was trying to ad hoc some stuff, I think, and it just didn't work. I understand, but...
When you take the fear
He likes to do the throw loop, and I think Zangief Dream figured that out. Yeah. He was doing the guard button delay, maybe. Because he's doing a slight walk before the jump. I wonder. I mean, I feel like he needs to do a little bit more, right? He was 2+. I feel like his safe jumps didn't work. I mean, they whiffed, right? Like you can't normally match on a safe jump because it hits meaty. His safe jumps weren't hitting meaty. Like his timing was off,
Zangief was so quick to react.
right? And he wasn't even just doing like he was. Yeah, maybe he was like faking it. It's possible. Yeah, like it's possible he was doing a fake aerial to then throw you. I believe that, right? I like he was doing an aerial, making it whiff to like make you look and then land and throw you, but I don't know, man, it just wasn't working. And like one time too, he got back. I don't think so, because he got back thrown out of it one time, right? Like maybe that was just he fucked up a safe jump, but if he's gonna land and then throw, he would have teched the throw at least, right? I don't know. It was weird. I think it might just been nerfs. I've seen Zeta do that on purpose to do more ambiguous empty low stuff. Maybe. Like he didn't get counter hits either of the times though, so it makes me wonder if he just made a mistake. Anyway, Kasa Usagi, Zangief Dream. I mean, I know obviously hindsight is 2020, but I didn't say it. But going into it, I think these two players looked like the strongest players. Koji as well, right? Koji was terrifying. But when we started the Arc World Tour Top 8, I said that Koji and Kasa Usagi, I think, looked like the two strongest players in the fucking world when the Arc World Tour Finals Top 8 began. Zangief Dream obviously proved me wrong by fucking winning the whole thing. But yeah, Kasa Usagi and Zangief Dream being your grand finals here, it's not exactly surprising, right? Not that any of these people will be that surprising to see them in the finals, but like, again, these are like when we talk about players who you could just be like, if you want to say that one of them on a good day, either of these players and another handful could just be the best player in the world, right? Obviously, you have the bell curve. Sometimes you play on the lower end of your bell curve. Sometimes you're playing on the higher end of your bell curve. When those two, if they're playing on the higher end of the bell curve, easily that's the best player in the world. That's the best Granblue player. That's just how it goes. So it's unsurprising to see them here, certainly. Didn't the Zeta safe jump use a frame kill too well because Show didn't do that? Yeah. But again, I don't think he was just doing the throw loop because again, he didn't get counter hit or he didn't tech throws. I don't know. Kasusagi plays Fairy. Yeah, Kasusagi plays Fairy. Best Fairy in the world for my money. Jerry? Yeah. All right, fellas. Gorando Finals. Gorando Finals. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, obviously, Kasusagi has the big advantage here, right? Like, you know, in a straight first to three, who knows? But the fact, it's, you know, double elimination brackets work at this point, right? We watched enough of these. Zangief Dream has to win 2 back-to-back, right? Zangief Dream has to win 2 first to threes back-to-back before Kasusagi wins 1. So it's tough. It's a tough one. As we can see, it's hard enough to beat Kasusagi in a single game. I believe he has only dropped 1 game all of Evo Japan top 8 so far. So it's hard enough to beat him in 1 game. It's hard enough to beat him in 1 set, let alone beating him in 2 back-to-back ones, right? Or at least 2 sets before he beats you in 1. So Zangief Dream has certainly got his work cut out for him, but we'll see. We'll see. Tell me you're gonna do a fucking ad break. Fucking he's only dropped 1 game? Yeah. Who sent Zangief to losers? Is it Shosan? What? No. Hold on. I didn't take. Let me take a look at the top 8 real quick. Tell me they're gonna do a fucking ad break right here. I'm gonna end it all. No, he started in losers. Oh, why? He started in losers. I take the ad break. I'm gone. I think it was Kasu. Wait, where did he go into losers? Hold. He's in losers here already. He was in. Whoa! Wait, he's been in losers forever. What the hell? Who sent Zangief Dream to losers, man? What the fuck?
Can't call it honestly, but I hope they go to distance. I need
Ari.
And I need all the energy from you guys, whether you're here.
Ari Piro?
You know, obviously they can't hear us, but like, you know, you guys.
How do you spell? How do you read this?
Come on, show some love.
Ari Piro. Arberio. Ariberio. Ariberio. Yeah, I see. Who is this guy? What the hell?
Both players as they once again cross paths. One final time here. Who
Arberio. Oh, Aruberio. Yeah, got you. Aruberio.
And punches their ticket to Side Games Cup. The hands will be shaken in just a moment. We're about to get right into it here. It's just a reset. My goodness.
Who is that? I don't know who that is, but Japan's deep apparently. It's got killers. Dude, Zangief Dream has been in losers forever. What the hell? Dude, you've got to be so pissed, right? You got to be so fucking pissed, right? To just be fucking in round 3 GBG 421 and you're like, oh, you know, I'm doing well. Like you're fucking Hulko over there. You're like, I'm doing well. I'm playing well. I've had a good run so far. Who's in my pool? Zangief Dream. Alberio, the great player. I mean, clearly. I don't care who, when it happened or how it happened. If you 2-0 Zangief Dream, you got to be pretty fucking good at the game. Curse of Champion and losers, yeah. Having a good time. Who's in my Zangief Dream? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? That's the mid-level player experience. Yeah, like I take some people out. I'm really happy with my Evo Japan performance so far. I think I'm like top 128. You know, let's try and keep pushing. Yeah. I mean, shouldn't be crazy killers yet. Like obviously it's gonna get harder from here. Anyway, that's 9 a.m. Let me wake up. Who's my? You know what it is? It's the fucking scene from that one movie back in the day, fucking the Untergang or whatever, the Downfall, the movie about like the fucking Nazis losing and the end of World War II. It's like you're sitting there, you're looking at your fucking bracket, and you just fucking take the glasses off in your hands. You're fucking trembling. You're just like Zangief Dream in like top 256. What the fuck? I feel for you, man. I can see that. I know the scene. Yeah, just fucking. Say that again. Once again, getting the costume in honor of Zangief Dream. I mean, if Zangief Dream wins Arc World Tour at Evo Japan back-to-back, I think you gotta give Kag the next, like, whatever your plans were. Now let's see, because the Hearts of Iron 4 memes? Me too! Except Hearts of Iron 3. Get fucking mogged. Idiot. Loser. Adult Gag skin will make it worth it. So true. Is that the Hitler crashing out scene? Yeah, he crashes out shortly thereafter. After this, he's gotta make an ult costume that is just Zangief over Kag. Yeah, and literally, like, it even does, he does like the hand sign and stuff. All right, grand finals. Actually lock in. Actually lock in for real this time. No excuses. Okay. controls the skies. Ooh, nice clear. Goes all the way to full screen, and Fairy JM actually way better at that. Makes sense. So her buttons are big, right? Her air buttons are no exception. Oh, not a punish. I was wondering if that would actually have enough recovery that he might punish it there. Not what happened, though. Ooh. Runs up from downtown. That's going to be minus. Ooh. Isn't that, like, minus as hell? Maybe he just wanted to counter hit the hard knockdown. Fairy hit him with the dive kick in, like, the head there. Maybe the third hit would have hit. Does it keep hitting? I'm actually not sure. I know it has 2 hits. I don't know if it keeps having... You know, they don't normally hit you high enough for it to have multiple, but... That was punishable? Yeah, that's what I would have thought. That's what I would have thought. Oh. Okay. CAG 2H is big. It's not that big. You have to be, like, 2B or Grimnir or maybe Siegfried or something to hit Fairy when she's swinging like that. Like, only 2 hits? Yeah, yeah. Fairy dive can be so hard to tell when it's punishable or plus. Yeah, sure, but even if that one wasn't punishable, I think it was pretty obviously minus, right? How does CAG do against Fairy? It's a good question. I feel like I've heard CAG players say they don't love this matchup, right? I think I have heard people say that Fairy actually likes fighting CAG, but I don't think I remember the reasoning as to why. She's good at clearing out the traps, right? For sure. Again, CAG is another characters that tend to rely on button dominance. Have a really hard time against Fairy in general, because like no matter how good your buttons are, Fairy Farrell is probably better than your best button, right? Yeah, trap clearing is really good, right? Oh! Who doesn't Fairy like fighting? Vasaraga rips her in half. Right? Vasaraga eats Fairy alive. It is so bad. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe I'm definitely exaggerating, but like Vasaraga kills this character, right? He like beats, because again, remember when I said the only buttons in the game that are bigger than Fairy Farrell are Voss Far M and Far H? You Fireball's really good against her, and then God forbid he ever gets to Soul Forge, right? That requires someone to play Voss, which nobody does? What do you mean, man? Debit Game won a Platinum event to qualify to Arc World Tour, and the BSG is also he's all over the place. Fairy does pretty decent into CAG, yeah. Doesn't GG shut Voss down if you can get him up? I mean, if you're like knocking Voss down into GG Oki, it shuts down everyone, right? But nah. Nah, I don't know. I would not. Not a neutral.
Wait, hold up. We're gonna see it.
Vicala!
Oh my gosh, just as I say that.
He's clip farming. What? Well, he's clip farming. I mean, she's not that. Vicala's a lot better of a character, but like, is this a counter pick?
This is not a trick.
I mean, is Vicala good into Fairy? Any Vicala players? Is this a counter pick? Because CAG, I actually did. I have heard, and it does make sense that CAG doesn't really love fighting Fairy, right? No? Why is he playing Vicala? Again, Vicala is not nearly as bad as she used to be, right? So avoid the CAG nerfs, bro. He's gonna lose. Yeah, Vicala's not a joke anymore, right? But like, I just feel like switching off CAG to go to Vicala, unless it's like a good matchup or a better matchup than Cagliostro, I don't know what's happening. So this is to avoid CAG matchups or nerfs because the matchup's better with rats. It can't be to avoid CAG. I assume this is a matchup thing, right? I mean, I'm very curious. Right? You can meme all you want. I don't think that Zangief Dream would just throw Evo Japan Grand Finals for fun, right? I assume that at least Zangief Dream thinks it's a good matchup for Vicala. He might be right. I trust his opinion more than mine. I just don't know why. It is a matchup thing? Wait, obviously. Anyone who actually thought that it was to avoid CAG nerfs is like being a silly guy, right? I wonder why, though. I guess kind of rough for Vicala. Fairy kind of mogs her mid-range. Yeah, but maybe she can actually try and... Maybe Dormouse is actually good against Fairy. Like, you can outzone her. He did take a round. I mean, Zangief Dream could take a round off anyone with everything, right? It might be like, maybe, yeah, exactly. Maybe Vicky can zone Fairy, and then... Fairy does not, in general... Raz thinks this matchup is even. I don't know why, though. Vicky long range is much better now. I feel like Fairy in general tends to struggle into like real like full-on zoners, right? I don't know if Vicala counts as that just yet, but maybe it's following that same logic. Items make it hard for Fairy to throw buttons out, the good ones. Vicala's better screen control into Fairy than CAG, if you ask me. I believe that, yeah. I don't know if she's good into Fairy, but seems to be better than CAG. Yeah. That at least might make sense. He only got ball, you know. He needs to be more like Destin, man. Destin never gets bad items. And Dragalia, too. Dragalia is fucking... Right? That motherfucker's cheating! It's straight up, man. Dragalia is actually, like, someone needs to, like, check him PC for real. Dragalia gets, like, star, spike ball, Iron Ball, Star Bomb, Star Bomb, Bomb. It's crazy. That's it with 6 spike balls in a row. Yeah, him and Dragalia are like actually hacking, I think. Like, I've like rated Des a couple times and like very briefly talked to him in his chat. Like, he seems like a nice guy. Dragalia seems like a nice guy. But they both need to be arrested. I don't know what, like, they are clearly cheating. Definitely for sure, 100% confirmed. Up dog. That's Fidgeties? When I fought Fidgeties, I feel like his item RNG felt normal. He was just better than I was. What's up, dog? Dragalia and Fidgeties are definitely cheaters. I just know it, but I can't prove it. That motherfucker is cheating. Yeah, Zangief, what are you doing, man? Are you gonna play Vicala again? This is gonna be a little bit of an anticlimactic grand finals if he just has a bad matchup, picks Kag, loses, switches to Vicala, loses. What are we doing? I mean, by the way, again, Kasa Usagi is like I think Kasa Usagi today. Kasa Usagi is playing like the best player in the world. He made Gamera look like an idiot, right? Gamera is amazing at Granblue, but he made Gamera look like he didn't know what he was doing, picking Meg into Fairy. It's a good. I see what he's got. Like, Gamera showed some good ideas. Kasa Usagi just made it look like it doesn't work, right? The same thing basically just happened to Zangief Dream with both of the characters he plays. He's still on Vicala, okay, right? He's still on Vicala. We'll see. I do see the vision why this is better than Kag. Maybe he just doesn't have a. I think he needs to, like, I don't know. Maybe like fucking Zangief Dream needs to like pick up a Matera or something. But I don't know if he fucks with the character like that. Vicala's jump speed also makes it hard for her to get in. Interesting. He didn't do the bomb. Zangief about to unlock actual Geef and Rising to fight off the Fairy Nation. I don't know what to tell you, man. Geef into Fairy is like Street Fighter 6 Geef into Fairy is a fucking like 10-0 matchup. It's crazy. Right? Like, what does Zangief do into Fairy, man? What could he possibly do? Geef would just die? Yeah, like it's worse. Like, Geef can't even run. Like, think about what Fairy does to Ladiva and then take her dash away. He has Drive Rush, who cares? We'll be getting id trailer early if this keeps up. Oh, nice shimmy. Hold on. Don't count on Zangief Dream yet. Kasa Usagi just looked so, I mean, impregnable today, right? He's not getting butt pregnant. He's not getting boy pregnant. It's just not happening. There is no trailer in Bossing Say. Ah, yeah, crouching and hit him low enough. It's actually a combo. Excuse me? Did I fucking stutter? Evo point for your goat. Lock in! Cygames confirmed they aren't showing anything? Why would they do such a thing? I guess if you're not, I guess it's better to do that. Do you know this for sure? Or is this like a my uncle works at Nintendo situation? Wonder what Geef's match into Ingrid will be like? From what little I've seen, not good. It's on Twitter? Ah, that's tough. That's tough. Oh well. I guess we're waiting a little longer between id and Ilsa than normal. Honestly, kind of nice for me because I don't have the time to edit videos. I'm not gonna put out a video. I might just put out this, like, yeah, I don't know. I might not put out a video tomorrow or Sunday because I have to lock in. Right, I mean, on the one hand, not a super climactic grand finals. On the other hand, can we fucking talk about Kasa Usagi today? Right? He just made everyone look like they don't know how to play the game. Right? Like, not like, you know, not a super exciting grand finals, but like, you kind of just have to, suck on his cock a little bit, right? Like, nobody looked like they knew how to play the game against him. Unironically, one-sided dominance. He made Gamera look like he's never played Granblue. He made Zangief Dream look like he's never played Granblue, right? Didn't this happen last year? Did Zangief Dream win it last year? It was also Zangief Dream. Oh, no, yeah, it was Kasa Usagi Zangief Dream last year as well. Yeah, I watched it in Japan. You're right. And Kasa Usagi beat him again. This is a run back. Yeah, that's a good point. This is a run back of Evo Japan Grand Finals last year. It was a little closer last year, I think. But were there any 5-game sets in top 8? Feels like there was a lot of 3-0s. Yeah. How old is he, Kasa Usagi? He looks, what, late 30s probably? Late 30s, like early 40s maybe? Wow. The Granblue World Tour kicks off with Evo Japan, which begins tomorrow. There's no additional information for the announcement of ARC World Tour Finals, but be sure to enjoy the passionate battles of all participating players, whether on site or via Steam. That sucks. I mean, I am glad, if they're not gonna do it, it is nice that they just say it. it better than, like, if I had seen this earlier, I would not have put id trailer maybe in the title, but yeah, oh well. He's 40 plus, maybe. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It was still a fun topic. It was still a fun topic. We'll get our id announcement at some point. I guess they're maybe waiting a little longer. When will be the next landing zone for, like, a big announcement? If not Evo Japan. I mean, maybe another big tournament, but it might also be some, like, outside of tournament thing, too. It seemed like Kasa Usagi got in Geef's head at the end. He never wasn't, man. Like, he just... When he was... Kasa Usagi lost one game. I want to point out, right? Kasa Usagi lost one game the entire top 8. Right? He went 3-0, 3-1, 3-0. So, like, again, these caliber of players, if they're having a good day, they just look like the best player in the world. Kasa Usagi looked like the best player in the world today, right? Plain and simple. He made some of the other best players in the world look like they'd never picked up the sticks. And that is, like, it's not easy to do. That doesn't just happen, right? Like, you know, people are asking all the wrong questions, right? It's like, why did Gamera not switch off of Meg? Why did he pick Vicky? It's more just, they were trying to find something, and nothing worked, right? They were trying to find something to beat him with, and they just couldn't today. They just couldn't. They were scrambling for options. They found no purchase. I forgot id existed because I'm so Ingrid pilled. Yeah. Watch id drop on September the way Psy Games stall stuff is so annoying. Maybe. I mean, the fact that he's not part of the season pass does make it more likely that he's not, like, he's already not following the normal timelines, right? On the normal timelines, he will be coming sometime in a couple of weeks. So I guess the fact that he's not part of the season pass, he's not following the normal timeline, but, you know, I hope he doesn't get too delayed. We'll see, though. We'll see. That's what we get at Season 3? Me too. I think, again, I would still say I would be quite surprised if we didn't, right? Is it impossible we don't? I guess not, but I would say it's in my opinion, it's still highly likely, right? So we'll see. Guess they're not going to do 2.6 until after Evo Las Vegas to have it coincide with Endless Ragnarok? Yeah. Well, that will be before Evo Las Vegas, right? Endless Ragnarok is July something. Endless Ragnarok. Coming July 9th, yeah. So, like, it would make sense to correspond to these two. Evo's early this year, end of June. Wait, what? Oh, I thought it was an... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, then in which case, yeah. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so it'll definitely... That... I did not realize Evo was happening earlier. This feels like then... Evo's end of June? I didn't realize it was happening earlier this year. My bad. I guess it was happening early last year, too, or was it? Last year was August, right? Yeah, regardless, that makes sense then. If that's the case... Evo being earlier combined with Ragnarok being like a week after, that seems like almost certainly what's happening then, right? This is the first year it's in June? Gotcha. That if it's like end of June and Endless Ragnarok is the 9th and id is the DLC character, right? That feels like it's almost certainly what's happening then. Okay, honestly, listen. If it's gonna be a big patch, which I hope it will be, right? Giving them more time rather than fewer. Playtest some shit, don't do any fuck shit. 1.5 million yen. What is that? That's divide by like 100 roughly? 1,500 bucks? We take those. It isn't part of Season 3? No, he's not. He's not part of Season 2 or 3. 12 bucks in USD? It's like 1,500 bucks? We'll take it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's not part of any Season Pass. Not 2 or 3. 6 euros in France.
Good stuff, man.
Oh, no, I guess it's 15,000. Sorry, not 1,500, right? You divide by 100? $15,000? That's pretty good. We all manifest Raziel? I'm jerking it right now. Does that count? They'll announce id release date in Season 3 at Evo Vegas? I would hope so. I can't tell you anything for sure, but yeah. Id at the very least. At this, like, now, knowing that Evo's in Japan, I'm going to be very surprised if id isn't announced at then. If Season 3 is happening, which hopefully, and probably, I think it is, we should at least get a teaser for it too then, right? 9,500 USD, boy. I guess you divide by 100 for Canadian dollars, I think, roughly. It's not bad. It's a down payment on a car. Shout out Kasa Usagi, man. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to do, right? he was just the best. I don't it's not like the deepest analysis, but like unironically he was the one-sided dominance meme.
Excellent quote, honestly.
He just made a bunch of the best players in the world look like they picked up the game yesterday. 3-0, 3-1, 3-0. And like not close games either, really, right? He just kind of killed people. Shout out Kasa Usagi, man. Shout out Kasa Usagi. And shout out Hinokino, by the way, again. Right? Shout out Hinokino. Final verdict, I don't think he's shown me anything that like near is crazy, especially because Floral is telling me that Kamaroki is fake, right? But if anything, this makes Hinokino more impressive. He just was gapping his way through the entirety of Evo Japan. What a time to be alive.
For the Granblue Versus Tour, but that will do it for this
Granblue World Tour is great.
2026 Tyrant. It's been a real pleasure hanging out with you, man.
All right, what? Let me see. I want to see what Floral sent me here. You can see the Kamaroki and server. Yeah. So he said it's meaty, but it's not like an actual.
Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't already played it, go ahead and play it.
You can just see her the whole time. Am I crazy? Is this what he did? You can just see her the entire time. She never goes. Right? She never goes off screen. No? Is that what he did? It's a meaty, but like she actually never disappears, I think. But is that now I'm curious. Let me go all the way back here. Kasa Usagi and Gamera. Kyosan and Jing. Whoops, too far. Yeah, I went back to fucking City of the Wolves. My bad. Might have been like do something weird. I could have. Maybe I got knowledge. I mean, I definitely got knowledge checked if it's not real. But I could have sworn I saw him not be on screen for a bit. We have to go. We have to go a little further. Losers round 1. Sorry, give me a second. I am curious because like, you know, I wanna give Nier a fair shake. I wanna see if he did something. I think that's what it was though. I believe you, Floor. I believe you. I'm sure you went back and looked at it. I just kind of want to understand for myself and see. Okay, so it's a little further ahead than this. Okay, we're still on. I think it's after Jing versus Zangief Dream, right? It's a set after. We're getting Bleach and Granblue Gotcha, maybe? I thought it was like confirmed. Oh, that's a game 5. Someone asked if there was a game 5. Jing and Zangief Dream was a game 5. Shout out Jing, but I definitely disrespected Jing because I didn't know him. And only, yeah, it was the only game 5, I think. Took Zangief Dream to a game 5, almost killed him. Maybe Catalina would have done. I mean, Catalina probably does better into Fairy than what's her face, right? All right, so it was it was like the final game right before he died. He did something, and I was like, huh? I think it was in the final round, right? Yeah, it's this. Ah, yeah, I see. She did go off screen because she crouched, right? You can see her. Once she crouches, she's off screen, right? So yeah, it's not a real. If you can't see her, she's doing a low. If you can see her, she's doing an overhead. Yeah, okay. I was curious, right? I was curious because I was like, if Nier has camera, even if it's a little clunky to set up, that matters, right? That matters. But she doesn't. He almost did. I mean, in the tournament, when no one else is fucking... Yeah, once in your life knowledge check, exactly. You're fighting Gamera for Evo Top 8, like, sure, yeah. But it's not like a thing you can just go implement, right? Anyways, fellas, that is going to do it for a guy like me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Again, real quick, while we have some more people here, I just want to point out that I am going to be super locked in on studying today. Well, tomorrow and Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm gonna make an announcement about this in the afternoon as well. Good news, bad news. The bad news is I'm not gonna probably put out a video, and I'm not gonna stream tomorrow and Sunday. So it's gonna suck because I don't normally stream on Fridays. If you don't count this, I've missed 4 streams in a row, which I'm not happy about. The good news is I am not happy about that. So after, hopefully on Monday, I pass my test and everything. I am sick and tired of my channel taking a backseat to work. So we're gonna go right. We're gonna ramp up so fast, gonna make your fucking head spin. Gonna go right back up to 3 videos a day. We're not gonna miss streams unless it's an emergency. We're gonna we're gonna be streaming for 4 hours again instead of like 2.5 hour ass streams. I am feeling very motivated to put my whole brickussy back into content creation. As soon as I pass that test, which hopefully will be the next time I take it on Monday, we're gonna like starting Tuesday, we're gonna ramp right back up. So don't you worry. You'll have a lot more brickening to keep you nice and bricked up. For now, though, I will see you guys on Monday, most likely. Maybe play some Invincible Versus, genuinely. If I pass the test, we'll play some Invincible Versus. If I fail the test, we will do 3 hours of Satanic Doomsday chants. How does that sound? It's a 2-year backer, nearly. I can't wait for big bricks. Thank you, Echo. Anyways, do you win? I think Fairy won, which I think is cool. Like also, it's always, it's interesting to have a really dominant performance like that. For now, have a wonderful rest of your day. I wish you nothing but happiness and light and relaxation in your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Send me your energy. Send me your spirit bombs for this test. And go to fucking bed, man. It's 4 a.m. Peace.